Under starlight's beam, heroes rise. In this night they gleam. Pages turning as fate intertwines. Saturday night, it rewinds. Spin tales poke the mind in our city's electric light. Is torch, heroes fight. Every moment feels so right. Welcome to that weekend thrill, where stories flash and dreams at will. In this world we take a fight. Saturday night special, guide in the night. Wonders, heroes unite. Comics and anime and bring new light. Journey through panels and vibrant screens. This colorful tapestry.
Welcome. It's Saturday night, which means it's time for Saturday Night Special, the 6th best show on Renovision. With comments such as, "For the love of God, let your friend stay where he's at," SNS, and "that channel is a rest area toilet bowl, and you don't need any more stinking up the best comic YouTube show going. And this is an absolute terrible watch. Such douche chills." How about we check in with Jedi Johnson and see if he thinks the boys are ready to start the show?
I still think we're more prepared than SNS, even with the rush who did on the show.
Well, shit, I hope you boys are ready to bring the mayhem, because an all-new episode of Saturday Night Special starts in 3, 2, 1.
Oh shit! I was gonna do something and then didn't have enough time.
Hey, true to SNS form. All right.
I had a whole thing I was gonna do, and then I decided not to do it because I was like, well, the first time I'm back, I didn't want Pete to have and Mark would have to bitch at us for like copyrights and stuff like that.
Sarath right here says it all. All right.
Hey everyone, hope y'all doing good. Excited
But
to
I
have
was-
the
the
king
king
back.
back.
But I was gonna-
Let's get demonetized.
Damn it! Let's see, entire screen.
He's a little rusty. Forgot how to do this.
Yeah, a little bit. But I was gonna. First, I wanted to do was the Pokemon Go kid, and it says "I'm back," and then after that was gonna be this.
And already got that copyright strike.
And that was my plan.
I like the echo. It's kind of like a sports announcer.
I even muted myself so there wasn't one.
I don't know. Apparently, the laws of physics don't apply to Sam.
I guess not.
Today.
Oh.
I am.
Tyson says classic. He's ready with the Kyle.
He's
I
got
like
the
that one.
Kyle image.
Iconic Kyle.
Yeah. I guess, the wife's doing better. She's back to work. I'm bored on Saturday nights now. Kind of.
So now you
I
got
just
a
don't
doop. Y'all ready for
I
this?
just don't get to play with little dude, but whatever.
Send him to prom with Sticks. He can help Sticks chaperone.
Thinking about it. So you went to Comic-Con today. How was that? Phoenix Fan Fusion.
Dude, it was a lot of fun.
I heard you got free press passes because you're pressed because you do a podcast.
I did. Yeah. Press passes, the whole 9. It was a good time. No, but it was, man. It's more like I was telling Sam before you came on. It's more of an anime con now, though. Like there was maybe a handful of comic vendors. The books were overpriced. Not really a whole lot of digging going on. Like I didn't see a lot of digging going on at any of the comic booths I went to. But
that's what I was telling one of the guys I work with. What did he do? He's Daredevil or Green Lantern. I can't remember which one he's doing. He's Daredevil. He's doing Daredevil. Him and all his friends are cosplaying there. The other guy I worked with, and he's like, "What's that con like?" And I was like, "Not what it used to be."
it's not. But I mean, there was a lot of people.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I was like, it turned into more like, and I get you got to try to get everybody into to make the money, you got to kind of appeal to everybody. But they've kind of went away from comics a lot, and they've went more not artists, more actors, more voice people, more stuff like that. That's kind of a bummer.
Well, like their one really good comic book artist in Chip Zdarsky backed out.
Of
And
course.
Charlie Cox backed out a week before the convention.
Again.
Yeah, for the second time. And
he just hates Phoenix. He's never coming here.
Right.
But what's weird, and I have a theory that this is because of Fat Punisher.
Fat Punisher.
So,
Fat Punisher.
Like Kevin Smith was in a closed off area, so you couldn't see him.
And he had a bulletproof vest on.
No, Marissa Tomei was behind glass. So it was like, yeah, like she had a huge, like thick sheet of glass in front of her table. And she was talking to people through glass. Kevin Smith was in this closed off area where you had to walk behind this curtain to when you did your autograph or whatever. And they weren't allowing anybody to take pictures online in the line.
So you walk behind a curtain to see Kevin Smith. That means you got to whip your dick out for him.
Right? I didn't, because I wasn't
Yes.
I wasn't going to pay $100 to get his signature. But like, yeah, it was weird just how like the big name people were real closed off. Yeah, it was like she's in the Popemobile, man. Like she was behind this sheet of glass. It was like,
I mean, this is the con where someone brought a gun to kill.
That's what I'm saying. Fat Punisher.
Franks, and all he needed to do was wait.
Fat Punisher. Have you watched I know Matt has, but it was it's on Max. It's called like the behind the truth, or the scary side of Hollywood. And they have an episode on Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. And it close to the end, they do get into, of course, Fat Punisher and Phoenix Fan Fusion incident. They do get into talking about, and like they show like the video of him being interviewed by the police and stuff. He's just a fucking weirdo.
No, Sarath, Fat Punisher is the nickname we donned upon a gentleman a few years ago who showed up to Phoenix Fan Fusion, our local con, like dressed to the nines with weapons to try and kill Jason David Frank. Guns. Yeah, actual guns to try and kill Jason David Frank, who is the Green Ranger in the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. And luckily somebody saw him and narked on him, and he got busted before he could shoot anybody up. But his plan was to shoot up the convention, and luckily it didn't go down. But
that showed how Fat Fusion, how well they looked at prop weapons.
Yeah,
they did. I mean, before, like, I don't remember them. Everyone, you just came in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they never checked anybody before that.
Yeah.
Now they put my brother and his girlfriend cosplayed as because Hayden Christensen here was here, so him and his girlfriend and all his friends were like Jedis and shit, and his girlfriend was laughing because she's like, this is some check, because look, I can just pull my lightsaber apart and it's hollowed out, and I could put anything in here. I could put a knife in here, anything, and all they do is put a little like zip tie around the handle of it to show that it was checked, little red zip tie. So it was it's not even really that thorough of a weapons check.
It's like this damned if you do situation.
So
yeah, if they
100%.
extra check everybody,
Nobody
it takes forever. Like that first year after Fat Punisher, it took forever to get everybody through the gates, and so then it was everybody was pissed. But now if they try to go faster, so they don't check as well. If somebody brings something in, then you know what I mean. Then it's going to be, well, they didn't check well enough.
Well, the first year people were passing out in the line because of the heat, and then the year after that it was like a 6-lane highway. There were so many checkpoints. They had so many.
Yeah, because I remember they had the metal detectors that you walk through, and it had like a tent thing, and then your bags and everything had to be checked.
Yeah, they did a lot better processing. I feel like after that first year, they did a good job of getting enough people on enough metal detectors. And I think with the weapons checks, like there's a certain level of investigation that needs to happen before they would open it up and try and find something else, you know?
No, I just let my dog out because he was barking because my wife just got home. But
Was it like that this year? It had like the 6 lanes through the metal detectors, and then
yep, yeah, and like they had people on the escalators, and they were like, one at a time, please, one person per stair. So
What?
it was like, yeah,
it's usually like 18 person.
yeah, it was. They had nobody watching the door. So you know how usually when you would go into like the vendor hall, they had people at the doors. Nobody at the doors. There, nothing. And so, but it was more. It was probably the most like smooth Phoenix fan fusion I've ever been to. Like there was no line problems. There was nothing. Instead of having the lines like wind around, they did 3 lines for each celebrity, and as one line went, they just condensed into 2, the next one. So it was like
Wow.
no line movements. It was the smoothest convention Phoenix fan fusion I've been to in a long time.
I like what I saw what Jason Lee wrote on your poster.
Yeah, I asked him to.
Oh, you asked him to write that?
Yeah.
Oh, what did he write?
You fuckers think a guy what is it? You fuckers think a guy because a guy reads comics he can't start some shit. Which is one of his lines from Mallrats.
Was he excited? Was he like cool about it, or was he kind of like,
yeah? Well, so the lady was like, "All right, what do you want?" I was like, "A signature. I already paid for it." Yeah, and she was like, "Do you want it personalized?" I was like, "I don't want it to say to Matt, but can I get him to write a quote?" And she was like, "Let me check with his handler." And the dude was like, "Cool, yeah, no problem." And I asked him to write it, and he goes, "Oh man, that's a big one." And he sat there for a minute, and he was like,
"You should have said, thank you."
Yeah, he's like, "Oh man, that's a big one. I don't know if I can. I don't know about that request." And then he started writing it, and it took him a while, and he kept asking me like the quote a couple of times to verify it, and I was like, "Yeah, man, you."
I mean,
yeah.
it's probably he probably hasn't said it since then.
Right,
I'm sure no other fucking nerd fuck has asked
Right.
him to write that.
Because I'm sure everybody's like, "Oh, will you write? Would you like a chocolate covered pretzel?" Or
Oh yeah,
So, but yeah, he was super cool, man. Super cool guy.
he should be. He's a skater.
You should have written it down for him.
I had it in my notes on my phone for
Pass
him.
it to him like a ransom note.
You should have said, "Can you write that?" and then write Kevin Smith under it.
Well, he signed right above Kevin's name because Kevin.
Well, you know how Kevin Smith used to always write Ben Affleck.
Yeah, yeah, but I should have. But he was like, "Oh, I see you already got Jay and Kevin to sign it." I was like, "Yeah, and Rooker last year, and Rooker's down here." And he's like, "Oh, that's cool." And then when I asked him to sign it, he was like, "Oh man, that's a big one." I should have been like, "Yeah, thanks."
Dude, and he softballed that into you, and you didn't.
I know he did. I know.
You should have said that's
Dude,
what she said.
My wife tells me the same thing every week.
I can't believe he softballed that into you. And you swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss. Struck out. I choked up. And then poor Ming Chen, man, from Comic Book Man, had nobody in his line all day.
I was going to tell you should have walked by. Did he have like a little bucket or a cup out?
No.
I would walk by. You should have dropped $1 in, like he's a homeless person at the subway.
Well, I thought about at the end of the day, I thought about giving him $25 just for a selfie, but because I felt bad because every time I walked past there was he had nobody. He was spent more time like wandering around talking to Muse, Jason Lee than he did actually talking to fans. Like, so the line was like Muse, Jason Lee, Ming Chen, Vincent D'Onofrio. So it was like he had nothing to do. He just wandered around.
Oh,
I felt really bad.
He had these huge lines on each side of him.
Yeah, and there was just him in the middle. Like people were using his line to get out of the way after getting signatures from Jason Lee and Vincent D'Onofrio.
We didn't have to say excuse me to anybody.
Two guys actually, they got like 6 or 7 things signed by D'Onofrio, and they used Ming Chen's table to set them all on to put them back in their packages because nobody was there.
That does kind of suck, though.
But
maybe one person had to have stop by and said,
Oh, I'm sure.
"Hey,
people stop
are you
by and
short
say hello,
round?"
but- Right, get him confused.
Yeah.
But like, Simon Pegg was there. He had a long ass line. D'Onofrio's line was super long, but everyone was on time. It was actually very smooth, man. Usually it's
They
like
looked at the weather and they're like, "It's fucking hot."
usually it's like
We're
a
not
bucket.
dicking around.
Usually it's like a bucket full of complaints, but no, man, it was smooth sailing this year. My only complaint is that just like there wasn't a lot of comics for a comic convention. There wasn't a lot of comics. That, and if you have a 3D printer, you can make a killing at Comic Cons because that's what a lot of the shit was just 3D printed bullshit that probably
Oh, was
cost these
Lance there?
people right. That probably cost these people like $5 to make, and they're selling it for 30.
The knickknacks that people were selling,
Yeah,
they're all 3D printed knickknacks.
most of them were all 3D printed, like in bullshit. So it was.
That
It's
does
crazy.
suck. I mean, but I don't blame people like comic dealers and stuff. We've known from past people and people we've known that have booths there. It's expensive.
It is.
It's expensive to have a booth there. So I mean, I can kind of see if there's not as much of a comic crowd going there, why have a booth?
Well, and it's like some of the vendors. So I was looking at getting some more Dragon Ball statues for my cabinet behind me, and the vendors are charging like $40 for them for this one I wanted. So I looked it up on eBay. It's not eBay, on Amazon. It's 17 on Amazon. Why? They're literally marking it up and saying it's because of inflation when you can still go on Amazon and get it for under $20.
It is the inflation of having to pay for that space.
That's probably true too. Very true. But I just was standing there like, man, like I understand Kevin Smith is a big name, and his line was
Is he
packed.
though? No, I'm just joking.
His line was packed, dude. $110 for his signature. So he's just making money hand over fist, in that. Like
He's gonna walk out with a garbage bag full of money.
pretty much. Like I think he just paid his mortgage for the next 5 years doing this con. Like Jesus Christ.
Oh, dude, yeah. Next
We
year
could have.
we'll have to sell these.
You could sell those. Put a little Captain America mask on it, and I bet you it
Oh,
sells.
or a Batman mask.
Or a Batman mask. The only I went, and the only thing I bought is this phone case because I needed a new phone case, and my wallet's a piece of shit. So the phone case is one of those that doubles as a wallet. So
Oh, nice.
that's all I bought.
What's on it? I didn't see what was on it.
It's Spooderman taking a picture.
Oh, Spooderman. Okay.
That's it. That's all I bought. Just because everything was so overpriced.
You didn't get any comics signed?
No, there was nobody. Everyone that was there comic wise, I've already seen and gotten stuff signed by. Like
David Finch and
yeah, Marat Michaels, Rubenstein. Like
I think when I was going through the list too, I thought the same thing, and then yeah, the only person I actually wanted canceled. So
yeah, I was like Chip Zdarsky. I've never met him. I've never got anything signed by him. Let's do it, and cancels. I'm like, I'll try again at San Diego, but fuck. And that's probably what it is. They probably saw it was going to be 107 here at Phoenix, and they're like, "Fuck that! I ain't coming there.
right,
I ain't
this is
sweating my dick
stupid.
off."
This is stupid.
Well, yeah,
But-
Charlie Cox is British, and for them, a heat wave is what we keep our AC at.
But it's true.
I was standing. Funny thing is, I was standing over there, and a guy was talking to Vincent D'Onofrio, and he was like, "Oh, so Charlie, it sucks that Charlie Cox had to cancel. I heard he's on Daredevil reshoots." And D'Onofrio was like, "I don't know anything about reshoots."
I knew it.
I was like,
I told
right,
you that.
"Cool." Either you're dogging him out, or you're just blowing smoke. But either way, cool, man.
I hear nothing about
He just ditched.
Yeah,
Didn't want to be in Phoenix.
I told Matt that. I said, bullshit. I think that's actually what I wrote.
But it wasn't that bad. Like heat wise, it wasn't that bad today. What's really sucks is the light rail system now. Because it's
They
all
just
like,
opened a new thing downtown, a new hub.
Yeah, so now it's like all wonky
Yeah.
where you have to get on and get off depending on which way you're going.
Oh, that's what you did when you went behind the curtain, Kevin Smith.
Yeah, I got off
Got on,
orally,
he got off.
simultaneously. It was a simultaneous orgasm.
Simultaneous.
Shibba-da-doo, ba-da-ba-da-doo, and a libba-da-ba-da-boo.
Hey, we're
All right,
back.
Sam, you ready to get us started then?
Absolutely.
What you
Let's
got
go first
for us today, Sammy boy?
So this week we all got to witness a pretty public breakup between Donald Trump and Elon Musk. So I was like, you know what? We should go over some ugly breakups, people's stories for ugly breakups. And if anybody in the chat has a nasty breakup story, we'd love to hear it. But here were a few that I dug up. We had been dating for 8 months and he broke up with me during sex. He finished, broke up with me, and then pulled out. Ugh.
This man gets a round of applause.
He goes, ugh, it's not going to work out, and then pulls out, and then he blitzes out. He's gone.
We thought Phoenix was great. You dudes are lucky. It used to be great. It really did. It used to be awesome.
Yeah, I'm sure anything in America is great to you Canadians, Greg. That's Ray. That's Ray Gun Greg. That's Gregory Schoen.
He's got the new. Oh, he tripped me up with the new.
The new icon, huh?
And name, yeah.
All right, the next one. He told me he wasn't feeling it anymore, and it turned out it was because he had been cheating on me with his cousin, whom he lived with. The worst part is no one knows who the father of her son is. It's him. Of course, it's him.
That sounds like that was Chad Ochocinco. He ran out of he ran out of pee-pee. He ran out of pee-pee.
Wasn't enough left.
Didn't have enough pee-pee.
After almost a year of dating, he left an envelope under my doormat with a note and my key. The note said we couldn't date anymore because his wife had returned from her tour in Afghanistan. Thank you. I had no idea he was even married.
Lucky text message. I'm just going to slide a note under the door.
Well, he can't put it on text because the wife has access to the text messages.
That's true.
Then we got my ex-boyfriend of a year and a half unexpectedly broke up with me. Then I came to find out he had been cheating on me with my mother's best friend.
Hell yeah.
This all happened a
Cougar
month
hunting.
before we were supposed to move in together with his young daughter. Dang.
You know how to pick some winners here.
Dude, Jane Dope 13s is the best. That's the
Yeah.
winner.
Yeah. She got dumped in the act.
She's probably
In-
laying there like a
In
dead
and
fish.
on.
Laying there
And
like a
it
dead
happened in the
fish.
line to Kevin Smith at Comic-Con.
Oof, that's rough.
What's
think
up, you guys have, if any of you have bad breakups, let's hear it.
Tyson says that's Pornhub shit.
Yeah, it's
Right.
fun.
Didn't Phil
No.
Collins divorce his wife through fax machine?
Is that how she got served with the papers?
Dude, like in Back to the Future 2, you're fired.
Yeah. Can you imagine just sitting there waiting for it to finish printing?
He loves me. What? What does he want? What?
Just sitting there waiting for it to all print out.
what was it? Love? Oh no, loathe you.
Oh,
You are dumped. Damn it.
That'd be.
I don't really have any.
I don't have like a horrible one, just
Yeah,
the regulars.
like you're dumped. Well,
Just
I do. Well, I
you
don't know.
do. Spit it out.
It's just a weird one. It's a weird one. It's my own like neurotic behavior is what it was, is the reason for it.
No.
So there's a whole story that goes. So my mom saw this psychic that they
Or
call
after your mom lingerie for Mother's Day?
Before.
Okay.
So when I was like 16, 17 years old, my mom went to this angel lady / psychic, and she told my mom all this stuff that was pretty on the nose. And then she told my mom, and I see you raising another child. And for all intents and purposes, my mom was told she couldn't have any more kids after my two younger, my brother and sister. So it automatically got put onto me of it was going to be my child in their eyes. And they, hit me with the, you better wear condoms, you better play it safe, yada, yada, yada. So my high school girlfriend and I hooked up a couple times. And of course I used a condom, but just my own neurotic behavior, that whole like, oh shit, you're going to get her pregnant. Oh shit, you just got her pregnant. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Like started working. And long story short, she didn't get pregnant, but I still broke up with her because of the fuck. I was just like, I can't go through this right now. And it turns out my mom got pregnant with my little sister. So it wasn't me. It wasn't me.
They went from don't fuck up and get someone pregnant to here's we signed you up for dating sites.
Right. Yeah, pretty much.
The worst breakup I ever had was this girl I was dating was like, it's over. And I was like, how can you say that? We've been
Kyle, someone's breaking into your car currently.
It's my house. I was like,
Sam, someone's breaking into your car currently.
I was like, how can you say it's over? And she's like, do I have to spell it out for you in crayon? I was like, oh, that hurt so bad. But I got the last laugh because I married her and now she has 7 of my kids.
You showed her.
I showed her. You're gonna have to spell it out in crayon.
Do you bring that up often?
No, we're way past that.
That would be like the running joke, I think. Like this isn't even a breakup story, but it's like a family running joke thing. Is we were at my parents one time and my sister was there too, and she married my brother-in-law. They hadn't been married long, 6 or 8 months probably, and he wasn't feeling good. So she took the baby at her and they went over to my parents. We were hanging out and he was sick and he called her and he didn't know, but he was on speakerphone. And he was like, where are you? She's like, oh, I was letting you sleep at my parents' house. Don't you know I'm fucking sick? And she's like, yeah, that's why we left. She's like, what do you need? Like, you're sick. What do you really want me to do? And she's like, you need to be here and dribble water in my mouth, you heartless bitch. And he didn't know that he was on speakerphone. And we were like, oh. And he's like, am I on speaker? Yes. Oh, and he got real quiet. And I mean, like,
you need to be here to
they've been married. They got married in April. And then me and my wife got married in May. And that was probably 22, probably almost 22 years ago. And there's still, I would say he hears it at least every 7 to 8 months.
You heartless bitch.
Yeah, you heartless bitch.
So funny. Yeah, I mean, we relive that moment every once in a while, but we've gotten way better jokes besides that one. We've got a lot more.
That's a pretty good one, though.
Next time you're in the thralls of passion afterwards in crayon, you should just write thanks for the sex and hold it up and show it to her.
Or you can do it with your crayon with the tummy pancakes.
Pancakes.
Gotcha.
Just little dip and write it off.
Let me spell it out for you in crayon. Yeah, it's a good line. It's a great line. I'm glad that she used it because it hurt so bad in ways that I had never heard before. I was like, wow.
Hurt so bad you married her.
Insult to injury, man. That was awesome.
I'm going to get her back, though. Ha 7 kids later.
Yeah, we just celebrated 20 years. I
Yeah.
guess that crayon didn't really stick.
I just celebrated 22.
Nice.
Congrats.
crazy.
Well, so if you guys have good breakup stories, put them in the chat. Otherwise, we'll keep spelling this show out for you guys in crayon.
I have a feeling Tyson might have a couple. Tyson just seems like that kind of gentleman.
I was going for Bride J.
Ooh, Bride J maybe too. Bride J, yeah. Bride J seems like the kind of guy that would break up with a girl and then offer her McDonald's as a consolation prize.
Give her a 2-for-1 coupon.
Yeah.
Hey, it ain't all bad. Here you go.
Hey, you got dumped, but at least the ice cream machine was working.
Yeah, go get yourself a McFlurry. You know what? I'm feeling generous. Get Oreos.
I'm splurging here. All right.
Sam, you should have taken a dump at the back of her toilet.
I take a dump in the front of her toilet every day.
Right? That's how you got 7 kids.
What's this?
Sammy, at this point, you should push out 3 more to cap off the revenge.
Oh man, yeah. She wants to keep having kids. I was like, hey, let's let the grandkids come. It's time to wait for the grandkids.
Yeah. Enjoy the fruits of your labor.
Yeah, this is probably
kids.
the last year I'll have all of my kids at home.
Oh, how sad.
They're gonna start moving out.
Kids after 40.
All right, let's get some news going.
My breakups have been pretty basic.
Yeah, that's usually how they go.
Yeah, no one's ever accused you of being in the Epstein files, Tyson.
Dude,
You want to take my contracts away? You're in the Epstein files.
What's up, Patrick?
Dude, I think that's honestly, when I saw that the other day, I was like, Harry on top. This is exactly what I expected.
When you saw Elon jumping around on stage, I was like, this is gonna end bad. This is gonna end so bad. It's just a question of how long it takes to end bad.
Oh man.
I saw one where Trump said, and yes, that was a Nazi salute
Yes,
that he did. I don't know if that was fake or real. But
No, that's fake. Like it's one of those fake tweet generators.
Tyson said I had a chick to break up with me because I was friends with an ex.
Oh, that's lame.
That's pretty basic, though.
That's lame.
Well, an ex-Nazi.
No, I don't think.
You what?
Let's hit that. Let's hit that
An
news.
ex.
Man.
All right, yeah, let's drop into some news, shall we? My strategy was to get them to break up with me. That's a pretty sound strategy. No Nazis in my past, like Fidel.
Do you have any updates of it? Have you heard from him? Is he still there?
I hear from him all the time now. He's out of basic, so now he can.
Is he
text
Colonel
me.
Fidel already?
No, not even close. But he sends me all kinds of. Right now, he's Seaman Fidel.
Yeah, he is.
He's semen once again. He's reverted back to his basic form.
It's like full circle.
Yeah, the circle of life.
They only trust him with a mop and a bucket.
In the Navy, it flows in reverse.
In the Navy. All right. Well, starting off, I saw this movie and it made me think of Sam. Lego reveals 7 One Piece sets, including Going Merry and the Straw Hat Pirate minifigures. And One Piece World, and it's One Piece's world, and we're all just living in it. Although the live-action adaptation of the long-running anime/manga series will not return to Netflix until 2026, One Piece is already rolling out the red carpet, or should we say, unfurling the red sails when it comes to merchandise. Yes, we're talking Legos. There was a great excitement when One Piece and Lego announced their collaboration around the Netflix series. It turns out it's historical. Lego's One Piece set marks the first time the toy maker has created any kind of anime-inspired bundles, and we sure hope it will not be the last. But though we expect such an epic meeting of the minds to be big, it stretched even our imagination. First wave of One Piece Legos set continues 7 different builds: the Going Merry pirate ship, Battle of Arlong Park, Buggy the Clown, Circus Tent, Windmill Village Hut, what is that? Barati Floating Restaurant, Lego Brickheads, Monkey D Luffy figure, and the Lego Brickheads Buggy the Clown figure for even more fun. Every Lego One Piece set will include 1 or more 8 collectible wanted posters featuring some of the series' most notorious pirates. Fans also won't have to wait long to set sail with the One Piece Lego Adventures because all the sets will be available on August 1st.
Nice.
So
That's
you're
cool.
gonna,
Yeah, I had seen that. The sets are based on the Netflix series character designs, not the anime character designs. So it's kind of like the 4th iteration of the Straw Hats, I'd say. You've got the manga, then the anime, then the Netflix series, then the Lego. That's how far down the line it is.
Have you guys already ordered your Ozempic?
No, I don't have Ozempic.
nope.
Yeah, it's selling out fast now. You didn't see the new side effect of it? It's
Does it make
Google
your dick
it.
bigger? Does it make your
Yes.
dick bigger?
Yes, it does.
Oh,
And not because
shit.
you're losing weight.
Oh, shit. I might have to order some now.
You didn't see that?
No.
Just
Now
inject it
that's
straight
useful.
into the dick.
Right?
Put the shot right in my dick.
So what you're saying, because it's based off the Netflix series, you're not buying every single one of these?
No, I'm not saying that. They're probably pretty pricey, I would say. But the wanted posters sound really cool. Are they Lego versions of the wanted posters? That's what I want to know.
I bet you they're probably just miniatures. Probably just going to have like a little miniature Monkey D. Luffy on it.
I like Dungeon Crawler Kevin's. Who wants a set with only one piece? If there's only one Lego. Why is there only one Lego? It's a one-piece set.
All people need to do is remove half their stomach to lose weight. I feel like that's a shot, Tyson. Son of a bitch. But there you go. Sam's going to be playing with One Piece Legos in the bathtub soon. Bathtub One Piece in it. Back to the Future cast needs your help finding Marty McFly's missing red guitar. 40 years ago, Michael J. Fox made cinema history when he shredded his Gibson ES 345 guitar in 1955 Hill Valley in Back to the Future. He couldn't have known it at the time of filming, but that scene would help make his Marty McFly one of the most iconic movie characters of all time. Sadly, that cherry red guitar went missing not long after and has remained so. Now, via Entertainment Weekly, we've learned about the upcoming documentary called A Lost to the Future. It's all about the search for Marty's missing guitar, where he played Johnny B. Good for stunned teens at the Enchantment Under the Sea dance.
With a guitar that didn't come out till 1959.
Right?
That's some bullshit.
Most of the original cast of Back to the Future returned for this documentary, including Michael J. Fox, Christopher Lloyd, Leah Thompson, and Harry Waters Jr. Also involved are the original screenwriter Bob Gale and even Huey Lewis. Get that.
It's the only thing that makes me mad about this movie is it's not accurate. Why would you have them get a 1959 guitar? Or 1955?
They didn't think anyone would notice.
How can you not notice? It's obvious. Look at the guitar. I'm just joking. Hold on. But I think that's you know what? This when I was reading this, I was like, "What's wrong, buddy?" It's it's crazy how often stuff from movies disappears. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like the guitar, like that goes missing. Like there's
man.
they always go back for stuff and it's missing. Like, I mean, I guess don't get me wrong. I'd probably, if I worked for movies, I'd steal shit too. But
Yeah,
Christopher
I'm
Lloyd
guessing it's in
probably took it.
Biff's hands. Biff's got it. He
That's
swiped
fine.
it and took it back to the future.
but it's just like, like this guitar is missing. But like, did you ever have the theory that like the story of Jimmy Page when they came over to do a U.S. tour, his guitar got stolen from the airport, and they found it like forever later, and it was one of the guys that had worked there, and it had just been under his bed. The dude just kept it. He just stole the guitar and kept it. And then like recently, like I think a guitar and a mandolin from Heart has been stolen.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers. But like, that someone's just chilling with it. It's at someone's house, and like
They probably forgot that they had it. And the guy died, and it's been sold at an estate sale, and then that person sold it to someone else. Like no one knows that it's an iconic guitar.
Like
someone is picking it up and just playing Stairway to Heaven on it every single day, and then putting it down and walking.
That's
away.
true, because like one of Billy Corgan's guitars got stolen, and somebody actually found it at a yard sale. So you're right. That's probably what it is. Dude probably took it and died. He died.
Or he
But
was erased from
It
existence.
says it got taken like right after the filming of the movie, because they didn't even have it for the second movie.
Erased from existence.
It's all true. It's all true.
Marty!
That's why they had to use footage from the first movie to recreate that scene, huh?
Yeah.
Mm.
Like, the in the Goonies, Sean Astin's got that, the thing for One-Eyed Willie, so he knows where he's at, that necklace.
Yeah.
His mom was Patty Hearst, right?
Yeah.
And he had kept that. And she was like, fuck these movie prop shit. She just threw it in the garbage.
Oh, jeez.
You don't need anything from One-Eyed Willie.
One-Eyed Willie. She thought that was just his clever name for his little pee-pee.
Right?
I bet you Christopher Lloyd took it.
He didn't even know he took it.
Yeah, he just doesn't remember taking it. Great Scott, where did this guitar come from?
Great Scott, Marty! 1.21 gigawatts!
What the hell is a gigawatt? Did you see that for a little bit the Annabelle doll got misplaced?
Yes,
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
The actual Annabelle. Did
Yeah.
you see who they were talking to about it, Sam?
Who?
The guy they were talking to about it?
Was it their son that we talked
Yeah.
to?
Yeah. It didn't get stolen. It was just misplaced for a few days.
It was misplaced.
Because
It
it's
had a
on
knife.
tour. It's on tour right now.
It was holding a
Bunch
knife.
of a bunch of the artifacts are on tour.
On the way to Chicago.
Yeah. The
I
guy
think
took
that's
the
a terrible idea. That thing should be in like an assault circle, assault ring, bound in iron chains. Yeah, that thing's
the dude took the guitar and he pawned it for a hooker and a bag of blow.
yeah, it's at Pawn Stars right now.
I got a guy. Great Scott!
Great Scott! Pawn Stars! Great Scott! It's erased from existence.
It's a pretty good Christopher Lloyd impression there, Sam.
I know. Next comic book theater, that's what
You should take it on the road. All right.
you wouldn't pick up the Annabelle doll.
No
Fuck
way.
no.
You would.
I'm not looking for trouble, man. I got kids to feed.
It's just a Raggedy Ann doll. That's all.
Yeah, just a Raggedy Ann doll. basically Chucky.
Zach Vegas stole it, put it in his shitty museum.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, his shitty museum has Kevorkian's VW bus in it.
Oh, did you know that they opened a paranormal museum in Mesa, downtown Mesa now?
Oh, did they really?
Yeah, we should go check it out.
Yeah, except it's in Mesa. That's so
Oh, well.
far. Great Scott, it's all sticky. Why does it smell? No, you got to do it.
Great Scott! It's sticky and smells funny! Marty!
That's a good one.
Marty, it's tummy pancakes.
Great Scott, Marty!
Your mom and dad have to get together so they can make tummy pancakes.
Oh, man.
All right. Doctor Doom connection to the Fantastic Four and what it means for Avengers Doomsday is supposedly revealed. It's not so secret that Fantastic Four's first steps will introduce Franklin Richards, the son of Mr. Fantastic and the Invisible Woman. On the pages, he's an immensely powerful mutant capable of bending reality and creating new ones. You possibly don't need us to tell you how that could be a key in Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars. Now, a new rumor suggests Dr. Doom will indeed set his sights on Franklin Richards. According to My Time to Shine Hello, Doom will take Franklin Richards and will use him for his plans. This ties to Fantastic Four to Dr. Doom and explained what brings Marvel's first family to Earth 616. It also lines up with the first steps leaked post-credit scene. We still don't know whether Robert Downey Jr.'s Victor Von Doom hails from the same Earth as the Fantastic Four. We'll meet in the first steps movie next month. While that would deepen the dynamic between these characters, it's just likely that Franklin is, and his immense power is what brings Dr. Doom to this reality, prompting the heroes to follow him to Earth 616 or send Franklin there to keep him safe, only for Victor to follow. This movie's getting blown up already we need to keep it under wraps, so we're going to film in a location and it's going to be secretive. It's really just rumors flying out about this constantly. This and Spider-Man.
Sold out everywhere. Highest selling movie so far this year.
Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Good. It needs to be. Marvel needs a win, man. They haven't gotten one. Even with Thunderbolts being good, they still couldn't get a win.
Because they've abused the trust that fans gave them.
Yeah, and I think we're
pretty much. I agree with you, Sam.
We're past we're still in superhero burnout.
I think it's just bad story burnout.
It's that too.
Well, even in movies with good story like Thunderbolts, they're not selling. But like you said, it's quite possibly people don't want to spend their money on a Marvel movie that potentially might be mediocre at best.
Yeah.
If that's the case, they're in for a rude awakening when Superman comes out, because I think that movie's going to end up being hot dog shit.
Yeah, but honestly, movies that are terrible make more than movies that are just so-so. Because people want to see a spectacle of some kind. And if it's really bad, people are like, that's a spectacle.
We want to go see this train wreck. Show me this train wreck.
Speaking of spectacle, I went and saw Ballerina, the John Wick spinoff.
I heard it's not great.
No, it was awesome.
You liked
That's
it?
what I've heard, that it's awesome.
It's awesome. There were so many freaking amazing kills, dude. It was so cool. She put an axe through this guy's nose bridge, just right in his freaking face. There were so many guys she killed with grenades. There's a whole scene with grenades, and then there's this flamethrower battle, dude. It was freaking awesome. It was awesome.
I want to see it, but I saw an article that was like it's the worst reviewed John Wick movie yet, and that it was bad. And I was like, oh man.
No. I mean, what are you going to a John Wick movie for the story?
No, absolutely not. I'm going to see him shoot people ridiculously. Yeah. I'm going to see him in what is it? It wasn't T-Pain. It was it's not T.I. Can't remember who was in. It was either John Wick or 2 or 3 where they're walking through the subway and they're like boo boo boo, trying to shoot at each other between people. I saw Karate Kid Legends also, Greg. It
How
was
was
only
that?
it was only okay. Ralph Macchio's in it for like the last 10, 15 minutes of the movie.
That's it. They make him
Yeah,
like a big deal.
they teach him karate in 7 days. You're gonna become a
Okay.
karate master in 7 days.
Okay, but Ralph Macchio's not that good at karate.
Well, I
Why
mean,
didn't they have Johnny Lawrence?
don't know. Don't know, but Daniel LaRusso taught him karate in 7 days. Common. That's
Common, yeah, it's common.
it's common. That's right. I'd say you all look like I'm just saying I couldn't remember which rapper it was. If it was T.I. or I knew it wasn't T.I. or T-Pain. I couldn't think of the name, but yeah, Common. But still ridiculous when they're like shooting at each other in the train station, and yeah, might as well have been playing like airsoft. That's good. I'm glad your kid loved it. It wasn't bad, but it was okay. It was okay.
Ballerina was a lot of fun. There were a lot of whoa moments in Ballerina.
That's good, man. I want to go see that Life of Chuck. I'm hearing a lot of good things about the Life of Chuck.
Oh, is that out already?
So they have one, I think like Camel View here is showing it early,
Oh,
and
it's
then it
limited
comes out.
release.
Yeah, then comes out the 13th.
If you're hearing good things about it before it's released, then it's just marketing.
Well, they're doing this really weird. I'm sure it is because they're doing this really weird marketing campaign where they're releasing it to people and then they're allowing you to pass it on to one person.
What?
So yeah, it's weird the way they're doing it, but I don't know. I like Tom Hiddleston and it sounds really good. So I'll go
I
see
like
Stephen
Mike
King.
Flanagan. The
Mike
director.
Flanagan's a good director too. But the flamethrower scene was awesome, even though the weapon itself is stupid.
Yeah, I mean, you can't have the stunt guys getting burnt to a crisp in real life, but they wouldn't just immediately die just because they're getting hit with a flamethrower.
Did they do any cool camera scenes in this one? Like
Yeah.
in the last John Wick, they had the over like top down view as just like clearing out the building.
Oh yeah, like the video game view.
Yeah.
Beep, beep, beep. They had a few interesting camera shots. Like there's a scene where John Wick is in it, and the camera like tilts with after he shoots a guy, like tilts, like the camera guy got shot or something. So it like tilts and falls over, and then he turns and shoots another guy who's coming at him. John Wick is in the movie, by the way. The movie
For how long?
He's in it for like 25 minutes at the end.
Oh wow.
Well, he's kind of sprinkled throughout the movie. It takes place between John Wick 3 and 4. So he's kind of sprinkled throughout the movie, but he plays a bigger role in the final act.
Well, maybe I'll have to go see it now. If Keanu's in it.
Keanu de Armas.
Hey man, Anna de Armas is something to behold. Something special. Speaking of Spider-Man rumors, Sadie Sink is now rumored to be playing a Gwen Stacy variant in Spider-Man Brand New Day. We all know that Sadie Sink will have a major role in Spider-Man Brand New Day, but the character she'll be playing remains a mystery, which always tends to lead to a lot of speculation and more than a few rumors. We've all we really have to go on is the leaked casting call, which describes her character as a sharp and free-spirited woman who is strong-willed, intelligent, and not easily intimidated, and will also have a mysterious past.
With that booty, of course not.
Yeah, it doesn't exactly narrow things down. When the news first broke that Stranger Things star had joined the project, the trade reports mentioned that she could be playing either a new take on Mary Jane or X-Men Jean Grey. This seems to have been a little more than speculation based on the previous rumors. Since then, we've heard that Sink might be cast as Felicia Hardy / Black Cat, or possibly even Mayday Parker, the daughter of Peter B. Parker and Mary Jane Watson from MCU2 universe, or MC2 universe, which I guess is what they're calling the Sony universe. Now that we can add another name to the list of potential candidate characters, on this week's episode of The Hot Mic, Jeff Snyder mentioned that hears Sink is actually playing an alternate universe Gwen Stacy. Out of all the possible characters we've heard Sink might be playing, this arguably makes the most sense. Stacy has always been a fan favorite, but her popularity has really skyrocketed since an animated take on the Spider-Gwen. Haley Steinfeld was introduced into the Spider-Verse movie. Emma Stone previously played Gwen in a live-action Sony's The Amazing Spider-Man movies, but the character has yet to make her MCU debut. Listen, in my personal opinion, this doesn't make sense because Peter doesn't have that emotional connection to Gwen Stacy in the MCU because he doesn't have a Gwen Stacy.
Yeah.
So, like, why would it matter that she's Gwen Stacy to other than the fans? Like, there's no emotional tie or connection to Tom Holland's Spider-Man in that way, like it would be if it was like Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man. Or would he just gonna have Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man and show up and go, "Oh, my Gwen," and like start crying or something? Like, you know, he's gonna spread some tears, and I don't think Gwen Stacy's the play either. It just doesn't make sense.
This is the third rumor about what she's playing. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. They're like, who are the redheads and blondes in the Marvel canon? Let's just keep throwing all this shit at the wall and see what sticks. They don't know.
And why cast a natural redhead just to turn her blonde? It doesn't make sense. He probably does, Sarath. You're right. He says Dom knows. Dom knows all.
Those are the rumors. Those are the rumors.
Dom,
hey, I got people. They tell me.
Dom clearly has his finger on the clitoris of rumors.
You mean he rubs it to get it to squirt? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Damn.
And it squirts all the info you need.
Right into his ear.
Right, yeah, into his ear and all over his face, neck, and chest.
Right into his ear hole.
It's that little.
Nobody knows. Nobody knows
like,
what Sadie Sink is doing in the MCU.
Give me the info.
That's what you take. That's the takeaway from this story.
Yeah, the takeaway from the story is it's just to make an article.
The guy is just making it up. According to some random Twitter account, Sadie Sink is now rumored to be playing Gwen Stacy.
You got to do it as Christopher Lloyd.
Great Scott, Marty! She's playing Gwen Stacy!
Maybe she's a young Aunt May.
There you go.
Sadie Sink is now playing every character in the Sony Spider-Verse.
I don't care about her until she has her own bathwater fucking soap.
Yeah. Call me when you're Sydney Sweeney.
Selling out instantly and then automatically be sold on eBay for $200 a bar.
That's me. I did buy 900 of them.
Joe said, "Call me when they're selling her washcloths."
Dude, that's so gross.
All right, well, that's it for news. We're going to hand it over to Sam for big news and anime. Watch your ears.
I can't talk about that the whole time, Terry. I will have an aneurysm. Puts a lot of pressure on my.
You gotta make Ed stay through your segment, so you gotta talk like that the entire time.
No, Ed needs a break. He's gonna go try and get some.
Twilight Saga, Great Scott.
Great Scott. Okay, so there was an interview with a Lionsgate exec.
Sold.
And he said that they've been messing around with AI. They've developed their own AI system called Runway. And they're banging around the art of the possible. He said he believes Runway will give Lionsgate the ability to produce big budget TV and films at a fraction of the cost. We can't make it for $100 million, but we'd make it for $50 million because of AI. He said, let's try some stuff, see what sticks. Now we can say, he says, do it in anime, make it PG-13. 3 hours later, I'll have the movie. The idea, and in this case, they're referring to like Twilight, running Twilight through their runway AI and spitting out a brand new movie in the anime version of Twilight in 3 hours' time. And this
all
is
3 movies? 4?
I thought there were 5. Aren't there 5?
Let's see. There's Twilight.
You got Twilight,
New Moon.
Eclipse, Breaking Wind Part 1, Breaking Wind Part 2.
Yeah, there's 5.
Breaking Wind.
Isn't that what it is?
Breaking Dawn.
Is that not what it is?
No, it's Breaking Dawn.
My
But
bad.
Breaking Wind works.
So, yeah, we could be getting AI movies. There, have you guys seen the VO3, Google's AI video generator? Have you seen those? Where they're doing like Bible scenes.
Yeah, I've
like
seen
influencers
stories on those. Yeah.
Or they're like movies about people who believe in the prompt or they don't believe in the prompt, like it's God or something. One of the interesting ideas I heard about that was you could just personalize your own movie, just have it generate your own movie for you of whatever you want. You could have you get licensing for whatever characters you want to put in the movie, and then you generate your own story that you then watch and maybe share with a few of your friends.
Because that won't go awry quick.
Oh, dude, the amount of content will explode. There will be room enough in all of the servers on the globe.
What cartoon character can we make AI fuck other cartoon characters?
Oh, dude, AI porn is already.
I was the first to do AI. You're all copying me.
That is well underway. But this is a really fascinating idea.
We're gonna take AI and we're gonna make Shaggy shoot a giant fucking load all over Velma's face.
I have a couple ideas for some movies, personally.
Godzilla versus Caucasaurus. Yeah, I mean, the sky's the limit. You're only limited by the number of people that you have.
Written in crayon.
The
Sam Richardson story.
Dude, you could get the Godzilla versus Caucasaurus drawn and animated like it was drawn in crayon.
Ooh.
Sold.
You have a scribble noise all throughout the movie. It's insane. Anyway.
Matt, go clear your search history ASAP, right? LOL, AI breastfeeding stars.
Oh, Tyson. We're going to lose Tyson right now. Tyson's got to go check it out. Tyson, wait till after the show. All right.
Some say Tyson has never been able to drink a glass of milk the same way and again.
Just if you have access to VO3, just keep in mind that all of those prompts are going to be harvested and then used by Google and by studios like this to steal your ideas. So maybe save those ideas and wait till you have your own proprietary access that they can't harvest. Don't let your ideas get stolen. Anyway, next slide. Naruto Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles crossover gives anime fans a new Rasengan, and it's hilarious. It's called the Half-Shell Rasengan Spiral Sphere. You see Naruto cloaking up in his Fox Spirit energy and using the Rasengan with the Ninja Turtles in tow against the foe in the latest. I think it's the 4th issue. Is that right? Or are we on issue 4?
Yeah. Well, this is the final issue. Yeah, issue 4.
In the Big Apple Village against the Foot Clan and the Shredder.
The Super Shredder.
The super.
Let's just
super
take the
shredder.
end of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 Secret of the Ooze, throw Naruto in it, set it in the Big Apple Village, and there we go. There's our 4th issue.
There's the AI generated 4th issue.
There's our 4th issue.
Take. I like the way you said that. Let's take the end of Ninja Turtles 2 Secret of the Ooze. Yeah.
Pretty much what it was. Still a fun book, though. Leave it open-ended for a volume 2. It was still a fun read.
There's not only that, but there's talk of them animating.
That'd be cool.
Naruto TMNT crossover.
That'd be cool. Still waiting for more Naruto Power, or for more TMNT Power Rangers.
Did the Ninja Turtles run like Naruto?
No, they had
No.
their own
Lame.
signature run.
Lame.
I mean, I don't even see the Naruto characters really run like Naruto in the whole thing.
No, I feel like the series was very rushed because it was only done in 4 issues, and the fight just was like, I'm like, it's over. That's it. Because it was like Shredder's whole thing is that he's weak to electricity after he takes the ooze and becomes Super Shredder. So he just hit with a Chidori from Sasuke and Kakashi, and then like all of a sudden Sakura's like super strong and throws them all in a giant like chunk of street or land, boulder, whatever you want to call it, into the air. It was just, I don't know. It was a fun crossover though. I think there's potential for it, but I just feel like finishing it up in 4 issues really made it like go fast.
Yeah, I mean, a short, sweet series like that is really the opposite of how the Naruto story was told. It is not unlike how a lot of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle stories are told, but the Naruto story is long. It's like 800 chapters. It's a long series.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a little bit difficult to convey all that stuff in just a 4 chapter issue or a 4 chapter series. Anyway, so check it out. That's out now. Now on to the next anime crossover. We got Tom and Jerry. Tom and Jerry getting the AI. It's not AI, but they're getting the anime treatment. This is the designs. You see, they still have the cartoon kind of rubber hose type bodies where they get fed through a sausage maker and he comes out as a sausage shaped mouse on the end. Still violent, but they've made them very cutesy to kind of soften the violent edge of it, or the violent, make it less impactful so it doesn't feel like, they don't have that bonk sound when they get hit. It's all very cutesy and less threatening, which kind of takes away all of the essence of Tom and Jerry, right? There's that kind of violent need for Tom to get Jerry, and it's not really the same. It's weird. But
he turned him into a hot dog.
Yeah, it turned him into a hot dog. You see the hot dogs right there, getting chili dogs. Anyway,
we're going to take Tom and Jerry and we're going to put them in some cutesy anime. It's going to be working in like a bread shop or restaurant or some sort. And it's going to be making chili dogs. And Jerry's going to fall into it. It's just going to take the shape of a hot dog. And when he walks, it's going to be like, brr, 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 brr. It's going to be cute and funny. And people going to laugh. It's a smash hit. Put it down on paper. Let's sell it right now.
Let's get that prompt. Every episode is going to be generated in 15 minutes.
Yo.
AI, 100%. We don't even need voice actors. We'll have AI generate the theme song. Oh, Kyle, did you just go to Cane's and come back?
No, I've been eating my canes because I have to go to work soon.
All right, we got one more story, I think. And that is one of my favorite series, or one of my, not my favorite, but it's a pretty good series. I like it a lot. Kaiju number 8 is coming to an end in the manga, just as season 2 is getting ready to come out in on streaming networks. Kaiju number 8. It's only about 130 chapters. There's going to be. It's only going to be about 130 chapters. We've got this week just came out chapter 127. We'll have another chapter on June 20th, 128. Or sorry, June 13th, 128, and then June 20th, chapter 129 will be the last chapter. And that is a bummer because it's a good series, but also is good because it's ending on its own terms and wrapping up a story that was really interesting in the beginning, because basically the idea was Kafka Hibino, the main guy, and he's called Kafka. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Kafka, but there's a book he wrote called, I think it's called Metamorphosis, and it's about a guy who gets turned into a giant bug. He wakes up one day and he's a giant cockroach. And the first thing he thinks about is
Coffee.
I can't be late for work.
Sounds like a cockroach.
And so in this story,
not shit, I'm a giant cockroach. It's I can't be late for work.
Can't be late for work. And in this one, you have Kafka Hibino, who wakes up one day and he's a kaiju, he's a monster. And the first thing he thinks about is, oh shoot, this is gonna make me late for work. And and he kind of tries to hide, like he can transform between human form and kaiju form, but he's trying to hide out so that he doesn't get caught. And that's kind of this really fun game of cat and mouse through the first part of the series. And I won't spoil it. If you watch the first season of the anime, you'll see how that type of storyline runs out or plays out. It's pretty interesting. I like that. That was the part I really liked the best. And then it transitions into something else, which I liked less. It wasn't as good as the first part of the series. But it picked up, and in the end, it's ending on a high note, I think. Speaking of the ending, we have some of the scenes from the last, or some of the panels from the last chapter that just dropped this week. We have Kafka charging up a ghost, like the ghosts of Christmas past, or charging up his fist. And then he punches this spheroid core of the main monster, the main antagonist that they've been fighting this whole time. And then blowing through it in that final panel on the top right. All right, and that takes us to High Fidelity.
Yay! I really missed this.
So Fidel has got his phone back. He's in Chicago doing his school. And he has been sending me reels and Instagram posts all week about the One Piece Lego sets. And Fidel is also a big fan of One Piece. I think we kind of bonded over that, and the fact that we both speak Spanish. And we both like Dodgeball. So we got a lot in common. At any rate, Fidel's doing really well. He's in high spirits. And we're looking forward to him finishing his school probably towards the end of the year, maybe in the fall. And then we'll find out where his assignment will take him. But his next stop after Chicago is San Diego. And he might get assigned to a ship after that.
Where's he at again?
Right now he's in Chicago.
He's in a whale's vagina. Oh,
he's in a Navy training center in Chicago, or near Chicago.
They have a lot of big aircraft carriers in Chicago.
Right, Jay. I don't know.
They have the Navy Pier. I don't know where the Navy training center is. I don't really pay that much attention to the Navy.
Is Fidel playing dodgeball in the Navy?
This is the most. He might be. Since Fidel joined the Navy, this is the most I've ever thought about the Navy in my life. So
in the Navy.
Yeah.
Fidel's wife didn't die in the Navy. Fidel's wife was AI. No, Fidel's wife was AI in the Navy.
All right. That brings us to the dodgeball highlights. I do want to let you know we have started our summer league in Cactus. I thought they were going to have somebody there recording, so I didn't bother to record
Those
the game.
motherfuckers.
But we did win. We won 6-5 against our first opponent, and then we play again on Tuesday. I did not perform very well. I was in the wrong position, I think. So I'm going to.
It's all right. You already had 7 kids. You're all right.
My son, on the other hand, did very well. He was all over the court. He was putting on a real show, and he was slipping and sliding all over the place, dodging the balls. He was doing a really good job. But this week I'll have a camera set up, and we'll get some highlights from the Cactus game. But I do have some highlights from our regular open gym night at Triple D. So if you can click highlight, this is a guy. His name's Daniel, and he's kind of a wild card. During the early part of the night, he's really engaged and he tries really hard, and then he usually falls asleep in the second half of the night. But for some reason, he got pumped, and he was facing
Someone's got to
on,
pull Fidel's workload.
Yeah, he was facing me, 2 of my sons, and my nephew, and he ended up taking all of us out 4-on-1, and he took all 4 of us out. Got me just
so that like he sleeps on the court, or he like goes and sits in a chair.
What?
How does he fall asleep? Kyle wants to know.
Oh, he just stops. Like he'll kneel down or he'll lay down on the court. He has those knee pads, and he calls it ankle biter strategy, where he just lays on the floor. He's kind of a goofball. Yeah, he's not as like aggressively goofy as Fidel, but he's probably like 40% as goofy as Fidel.
When he lays down on the court, do you say,
"It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him."
It usually does pay off for him. That's the thing. All right, then I got one more highlight. Which is...
I mean, it sounds like he's really got the dodgeball thing down, and he's got strategy, and he's just out there.
How am I going to grab you by the short hairs?
Grabbing him by the short hairs.
How am I going to grab you? Great Scott, Marty! He's grabbed us by the short hairs! All right, and then this one was just a really lucky play. This is called a double out.
Oof.
So if the ball ricochets off you into someone else, both players are out.
Badass.
You can have double and triple outs. But this one was just poor timing on my part. I was walking over to collect that ball you see on the ground there in front of me, and I got hit, and it bounced right into Ethan.
I mean, I feel like Ethan could have at least put a little bit more effort in to try and catch the ball since it was up in the air.
Well, he was dodging it. He didn't realize I was back there, and then I got hit, and then he's like, "Oh shit!"
So you can't dive. You can't dive for that ball and catch it midair and get him out. Then?
Yeah, you can, but neither of us are in the physical condition to pull off that maneuver.
I think you could have. I think you could have pulled a dive. You could have got it.
Sam, get your head in the game.
That's my biggest weakness is getting distracted on the court. Yeah. That better be sarcastic.
Sam is too busy with WWFD. What would Fidel do?
What would Fidel do? Fidel would make the worst possible move, and then lay down on the make a big stink of getting out. Oh, my ankle!
My wife, she died again.
Not my good eye. That's the thing that he got hit in the eye.
That dive would have taken Sam out for 3 days now.
Yeah, right. Fidel got hit in the eye one time, and he goes, "Not my good eye," and then he ran out. He ran out of the court. And we're like, "What the heck? What was that?" And so now, whenever anybody gets hit, like anywhere close to the face, that's what they say. "Not my good eye."
Fidel's definitely a character.
He's a sweet guy. He plays his life as hard as he can play it.
Dude, I mean, he's lived. How old's Fidel?
Fidel is 26.
And he needs to write a book because he's lived.
Yeah, would it be under fiction or nonfiction? That's the real question.
I just want to hear all about the story of how in his head it played out that his wife died.
I told it to you. I told you exactly what.
But I want to hear him tell it because I'm sure it'll be some fantastical, ridiculous story.
He says it like real hush, like under his breath, like he doesn't know if we buy it or not, and so he starts in real slow. Yeah. Oh, you know what's crazy? I'm just thinking about it. There's another crazy guy who was part of our league right at the beginning. You see this photo here? The guy in the bottom right corner. So he was like this. He looks like a mild-mannered guy, right? Just a middle-aged, mild-mannered guy. He was married to a girl that I went to high school with, that me and Brian went to high school with. And he always kind of struck me as a little bit weird. But then when we went to our 20-year high school reunion, he totally creeped out. Like he went up to my wife and I was like, "Oh, Scott, here's my wife." And he's like, "Oh man, you're like," his eyes get real big. "Your wife's gorgeous. Oh man, gorgeous." And he's like looking at her tits and stuff. And I was like, "What the hell was that? What was that about?" And his wife is standing right there next to him while he's going on and on about how hot my wife is, right? And I was like, "Is he drunk? He can't be drunk. He doesn't drink, right? What is going on?" Come to find out, he was an insurance salesman, but he started this like double life where he had started a LinkedIn account under a different name, and he was like network consultant or marketing consultant or something. And he was going on these trips and meeting with all these people. And he was basically just pimping women to executives. And he was
Nice.
going.
So he had his own call girl business.
Yeah, he was a pimp. And he's always looking for new talent. And he was like sizing up my wife. It's like, what the frick is wrong with you, man?
Can I get his number? Just asking for a friend.
For science.
I'm gonna pass her off as virgin.
Yeah.
But
Triple the money.
his wife found out that he was living this double life and he had all these other things. And so obviously they got a divorce. She got a boob job and she's back on the market.
Hell yeah.
Is she
Good
hot?
for her.
Is she hot? I never thought she was that hot because she's like 4'10" or 4'11". Not that I'm
At about 225.
No. I mean, she's not big, but
She didn't get hotter after the boob job.
no, she did. She's in good shape. You know, I think her insecurities of her husband always complimenting other women made her want to stay in shape.
It ain't easy, but it's necessary.
But it was just, it's so bizarre. So it's
Sam,
not like,
he wanted to be the guy in the corner watching you and your wife.
yeah, well, something. It
Sounds
was
like
so
Marco.
weird.
I was there for baby 8.
Cosmic One says Pete's height.
Yeah, pretty close to Pete's height.
Tyson says sounds good to me.
You know, she's doing pretty good. I think she's doing pretty good. She had, like, this is such like a divorcee post to see on Instagram, but she posts this little reel of herself. She's like, "I just got home from my hike or my jog or whatever, and look what I found." And she zooms in on her boob, and there's a bee on it, and she goes, "I got a boob bee." And it's like, what the heck? You just wanted a bunch of men to check out your rack. That's it. That's all this was about. You wanted everyone to look at your rack.
And the truth is, she probably didn't have to work that hard to get it.
Mission accomplished.
Don't I have a
This
nice
post has
rack?
3,000 views.
Don't sing that again, Matt. That was great.
Don't I have a nice rack?
Down. Yeah, sure. Great
I
job.
like to
Roger
get
says,
it in
"This
the
chick's
back.
cringe as fuck."
was the funniest post. I'll have to find it for you guys, but it's hilarious.
Tyson says titties.
Titties, yeah, for sure. All right, that's it for me.
All right, that brings us to mega character matchup. Now I realized as I putting this together this week that we forgot to spin the wheel last week after we did this segment, so I spinned it off. And
Slackers.
I'll let Sam go for it.
Ooh, Saitama versus what's this guy's name? He's from Bleach. No, don't tell me. Don't tell me. No, tell me. What's his name? Renji. Yes, Renji. All right, let's go back. Just to remind you, Saitama from One Punch Man is a 10 out of 10 on all metrics except for combat strategy. He's so strong, he doesn't need a strategy. His strategy is punch. Sometimes it's a serious punch. Sometimes it's a normal punch. Sometimes it's consecutive normal punches. But he doesn't have battle strategy. All right, let's go to Renji Abarai. Renji Abarai's power stats can be roughly categorized on a 1 to 10 scale based on his growth throughout Bleach. Here's an approximation. 8 out of 10 on strength, 7 to 10 on speed, 8 to 10 on durability, 9 out of 10 on spiritual pressure, which is like their magic power, 7 out of 10 on swordsmanship. He's just kind of a hack when it comes to swordsmanship. He's got his sword does most of the work for him. Keto, which is
yes, it does. That's what she said.
What are you talking about?
The sword does most of the work for him.
Yeah, the sword does most of the work. Keto or the spells is like 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10 on intelligence, 9 out of 10 on his Bankai, which is like his finishing move. Overall combat ability, 8 out of 10, and his potential is 9 out of 10. He's he's like the A tier character on Bleach, with Ichigo being S tier, Aizen being S tier, Yamamoto being S tier. So he's the next tier down, but he's pretty high up there. All right. Scenario.
Oh shit.
Setting: a barren wasteland torn apart by previous battles with debris and ruined structures scattered everywhere. Renji, fully powered after his Royal Guard training, wastes no time activating his evolved Bankai, Soul Zabimaru. His massive snake-like weapon lashes out, aiming to crush Saitama immediately. The sheer force of his Bankai sends shockwaves through the battlefield. Saitama, unfazed, merely dodges effortlessly, moving so fast that Renji struggles to track him. Renji fires a large-scale Shakaho blast, hoping to use fire-based Keto to catch Saitama off guard. The explosion engulfs the battlefield in flames, but when the smoke clears, Saitama stands there yawning. Realizing brute force alone won't work, Renji uses his speed and experience to go for direct sword strikes. His massive Zabimaru extends and contracts unpredictably, attempting to wrap around Saitama. Saitama watches unimpressed. With one casual motion, he catches Zabimaru mid-strike. His grip alone causes the weapon to crack. Renji, shocked but still determined, activates Zagai Zeko, unleashing an attack powerful enough to obliterate solar system-level opponents. The strike lands, causing a catastrophic explosion. Is there another? Is more? Okay.
Yeah.
Renji gasps, thinking he finally inflicted damage, but as the dust settles, Saitama stands there completely unharmed. His expression shifts, boredom creeping in. Cool sword, Saitama mutters. Kind of flimsy.
Awesome.
Then, with a single serious punch, the sheer force of his attack sends Renji flying across the wasteland. So Zabimaru shatters completely. Renji barely registers what happens before he crashes through a mountain defeated. Winner, Saitama by overwhelming strength and durability. Renji is powerful, especially after his Royal Guard training, but Bleach operates in a different power system than One Punch Man. Saitama's gag level strength makes him virtually untouchable, even against opponents.
Gag level strength.
Saitama.
Saitama wins again. Let's spin for Saitama's next opponent.
Marco.
Rocket Raccoon.
Oh shit. I don't know if that one's going to go over.
Getting that on. Rocket Raccoon would steal Genos's arms for sure.
All right. And that takes us right into best and worst covers of the week. Watch your ears.
Hey, this time last week we were finishing up the show.
I know.
I'm glad Kyle's here because now we don't have to do a tight hour show.
See the difference Kyle makes.
Nope.
We didn't really do a tight hour show last week. All right. Our first cover is this absolute Batman number 9, KRS Comics, the Comic Corn Kara Andrews variant.
You have to admire Batman's ability to brand everything. He's got a bat hammer or a bat battle axe. He's got bat ears on everything.
And he's not really standing on anything.
Yeah, he's kind of doing a little hop, right? He's doing a little girl hop with his little axe. Check out my axe.
Looks like he's doing like a cutesy little anime jump and fart in the air.
Man, yep.
Check out my axe, Robin. Look at this move. Look at this move.
Look at those biceps, man. He's definitely injecting some oil into his muscles.
Yeah, he's not on the Ozempic.
He takes the same stuff the Liver King does.
Steroids. Just pure steroids.
I just found out who that guy was like 4 days ago.
The Liver King?
Yeah. I watched a documentary on him.
About how much of a fraud he is.
Yeah.
He was trying to convince everyone he was natty, but he was juicing up the whole time.
His poop must be smell.
I like his arms are so big, he has to just wrap them in tape.
Yeah, the massive forearms are like calves.
Do you have an axe? Can we make it a bat axe? Make it a
With
bat
this little itty
battle
bitty
axe.
hand.
I want an
Big
axe, but I
hand.
want it to be bat themed.
Why can't I have a bat axe? That's
say
not
bat?
fair.
Battle axe? Battle axe? Yeah, everything's got to be branded.
Well, yeah, it keeps from the copyright infringements
And those aren't pouches, those are fanny packs.
for food.
Yeah, it's my nuggies. I got my tendies in here. That's where
Everyone's
I keep
gonna
my
have
chicken
Dino
tendies.
nuggets.
Chicken tendies. Keeps them warm.
I gotta make sure I get my protein.
Watch this move. Watch this move. Chicken tendy. Wow.
He just watch this move. He just starts eating chicken teddies.
I just broke up. I have weapons.
Time, bro. I need a Dino Nug.
He's just.
He gets
I love
kicked to the
this.
side. What is that barbecue sauce? It was my dipping sauce.
Big sauce.
Pepper sauce.
I've got. It's not barbecue. It's barbecue. It's barbecue.
It's Batfalo.
I got my bat nuggies.
Spicy Batfalo sauce.
Spicy buffalo sauce with my bat nuggies. They are shaped like bats. They are shaped like bats.
They are shaped like bats.
These are my bat nuggies. They are shaped like bats.
I'm gonna
go bat fap. You know what this image just screams to me?
I'm technically not an educated person.
Well played.
Next up, we have New Avengers number 1. Josmaya Kanazov's variant. I'll just go with that.
I'm not gonna draw it very well.
Killamit or
Illuminati. Are you kidding me?
Illuminati. Yeah, I can't fucking say that. Trash ass cover.
He's got his turd's been possessed back there. Look at that.
Black Bolt looks like a fucking wart.
I just
Bat
pooped
Nugs
this
on
out.
sale. Buy
I
one
just
bag,
pooped
get
this
one
out.
free.
It's following me. There's like a rainbow explosion coming out of his turd back there.
It happens. That's happened to me earlier today.
You got a rainbow explosion coming out of your turds?
Yep.
My poop was so transcendent that it opened a wormhole.
I
There's
did.
your time and space.
Thank you, Sam. Matt almost had an aneurysm. Pride poop.
Well, it's that time of the year.
Terrible cover. Then we have Robin and Batman, Jason Todd, #1. This 1/25. John McCreary cover.
This is a gag, right?
This is
It was meant to be a
trash.
gag.
No.
No. He says no.
It's a
No,
terrible
this
cover.
is not a gag. This is serious.
This is not a gag. This is a serious cover.
Where's my bat dogs?
Someone turned it on. Welcome back, dingus.
Welcome back, bat dogs. Not my good eye.
Not my good eye. This is fucking awful.
Dude, look at those fingers.
Look at the face.
Look
Looks
at
like
the
he's
face.
smelling his own vinegar strokes.
You have to.
Look at Batman. He's like, oh God.
Where's my bat dogs? I need
Robin.
buffalo sauce.
Robin, the cuckoo is trying to steal some of my branding. We've got to punch that beak off his face.
We need bat sauce.
Hey, took my bat dogs.
He took my bad nugs.
Get 'em, Robin. Hey, took my bat dogs.
And there's a mystery star.
RJ,
The identity.
Joe's Doolin, I hear you like dirty washcloths. I know a guy I can put you in contact with.
The
Have to be Sydney
identity of the
Sweeney's
trigger man
washcloth.
is a mystery.
Where's my bat dogs?
And then we have Something's Killing the Children, #42. This 1 in
eyes
10
look
Polito
very-
cover.
It's very
eyes look very-
Frank Miller-esque.
Yes, it is. I only source them directly. Yeah, it's not great. Why is she crying green?
She's got an eye infection.
She's got an
Oof.
eye infection. Yep. She's got
Hate
eye
when that
boogies.
happens.
Boogers coming out the eyes.
Somebody farted on her pillow.
Why does it end with a question? Why does it end like a question? Someone farted on her pillow?
Because I'm not 100% sure what happened for her to get the green eye boogies.
He's discovering, like it's the big reveal. Someone farted on my pillow. Pink eye variant. Yeah, that's right.
So is that the side of the boot, or is she turned and at the bottom of the boot?
This is the side of her foot, but that right there is the bottom of her boot.
So the
It's like she's
foot's flat.
she's got a thick sole.
Yeah, she's got flat feet.
My soul's so thick, I cry green.
This isn't Mud Pit. This is the freezer section. Batman theme. Bat Nugs.
Bad nugs. We gotta get the bad nugs.
She's been eating Japanese ass.
Remember that story
Wasabi.
that
She's got
That-
wasabi eye.
Sam told a long time ago
No.
about the disease from eating Japanese?
Oh yeah,
ass?
yeah, from eating ass. Yeah.
Digging deep.
Does it glow? They're doing that for some of the covers. I don't know. Maybe.
Thanks for ruining the bit, Joe.
All I know is that's a pretty hard lens flare coming off that sword.
Dude, it's badass.
It literally looks like she just
It's how she flips
Bacon.
her bat nugs.
it looks like she's making tummy puddles on her sword.
She is making tummy puddles on her sword.
Very rough. And then of course we got Conan the Barbarian 21, this wolf cover.
Everyone's got that
Same
creepy
face.
Joker grin.
Yeah. And it looks like they're helping hold Conan down as he's ripping out a real stuck one.
It looks like they took it and they copy pasted the mouths. You're running out of time, Wolf. Copy paste, copy paste.
Bear down and give it hell. Look at all those muscles on Conan too.
Yeah.
Liver King, right? That's right here, Liver King variant.
Yeah.
Liver King variant.
Beat testicles.
You gotta get
taste
Jack
good.
Natty. Natty.
My kids are gonna eat fucking testicles too.
We're gonna get Natty.
I'm gonna put testicles in a pill for you,
That's what steroids is.
but I don't have no bat nugs.
I do not find that cover appealing.
Thanks, Joe.
Look how stretched out his ear is.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, it's
there's gauges in those
yeah.
lobes.
Took out the
Gauging
gauge.
it up.
Then they got the creeper bald dude in the back.
I want to give you a sniff. I want to give you a sniff.
I love the smell of your
I
armpit.
love my Metropolitan mattress. Mattress.
That was a nice little jingle, Sam.
You guys remember that?
Yeah.
And then we have this Death of Silver Surfer #1 Trad More variant.
More like try less variant.
Why does he look
Tried
so
less
sad?
variant.
Is he
didn't
so
try
sad
more,
because he's
he
about
tried
to
less.
die?
He's sad. He's sad.
I'm bored.
Ah,
I'm
shit.
so bored. I'm
Green
bored.
Curtain guy is back.
Green curtain guy.
I'm so bored. That's what this says to me. He's kicking his feet as he's laying on his board.
Do it, Sam.
Do it, Sam.
Great Scott, this sit-down is great! Marty!
Oh my god. That's awesome.
Yeah, this
Continue
is-
on.
Great Scott, Marty! In the future, everyone will do testosterone!
terribly sad little cover. He's a little sad.
He's taking in the sunset.
I'm bored.
Woe is me. Just floating here.
Just playing in this lava water. Bored.
Wah,
Just
wah.
yep, that's a Trad More cover.
Right.
And then get into our best covers of the week. We have this giant size Amazing Spider-Man #1 Leslie Bermejo variant cover.
Look at this little wee wee.
Badass.
He's like, look at my butt. Look at my butt.
We drew a little outline of a wee wee.
Well,
There it is.
it's not just giant size because of the issue.
Oh,
I know.
I see that the little wee wee is the distraction, so he can web them.
In more ways than one.
Dude, you look like you need Ozempic. Swipe.
Take this in the face. It is a good cover, though.
I thwipped him in the face.
I like it.
He really likes Mary Jane Venom. Thought you were gonna get Leon from the interview.
Are you trying to get him? Oh. Are you trying to
You're
get
going to get Leon for an interview?
No,
Get him?
no,
No.
we don't get interviews here.
Sam, reach out to him.
They should have put the logo with the butt. Yeah, Marana, I'll call sexism.
Shows it coming out. Spidey teabags his foes now, apparently.
They don't call him amazing for nothing.
It's good, well drawn. Got a dirty boot.
It
Trying
is.
to keep it real because it is New York.
I should have dog shit right here. A little dog
Right.
shit.
I drawed it good.
Or
Did you
human
see the
feces,
vomit
either
from
one.
The homeless man's vomit still on the shoe.
All right.
Then we have giant size Dark Phoenix Saga #1.
Hey now.
This
Well,
Ivan Talavera Virgin variant.
She looks
this
like
is
no
the Sadie
virgin to
Sink
me.
version.
What's that?
Sadie Sink variant.
Yeah, the Sadie Sink Jean Grey Phoenix variant.
She looks no virgin to me.
No, she's a bad girl, and she's got a story to tell.
Yeah, and I want to hear it.
Steve Micklehart keeps anyone from getting interviews on this channel.
He put the word out.
Don't ever go on Renavision.
They thought I was someone else.
They thought I was a gift from Pulp Fiction.
This man named Sam said he had an eye problem and has never worn glasses since.
I turned 40 and I can't see.
He claims he got his diabetes under control and it was like a miracle.
It was. It was 2 weeks of bad eyesight.
Like those glasses that can help colorblind people see colors.
We have someone that does this for us, and sorry, but I can't see. It'll always be awesome.
That queen is Goblin.
Oh, she's nuts.
Ayo. Ayo.
All right.
Next up, we have New Avengers #1, the Stephanie Hans Virgin variant. Or actually, it's not a Virgin, just variant.
Hey now.
Like
not a virgin.
Not a Virgin either.
I like that there's no feet, really. It really makes it pop. It gives it depth of feel of running.
I like especially with the speed. She went to the JRJR school of making characters look like they're going fast.
The speed lines.
Got some lens flare, everything. It's all there.
It's
Speed
got it
lines
all.
and lens flare.
This is truly a great cover of the week because it literally has it all.
If you had like a blue signature, it'd make it pop.
And then we have this magic #6 Villalobos.
I like that one.
Neat.
And I really like the crown of flames. I think that's really cool too.
With the black, it really, what really makes it pop is his signature on the side.
I was gonna say the boob window.
It only pop if it was a white signature though,
or pink,
black background, or pink. Yeah, the boob window. I don't know. The boob window almost looks like she's got some chest hairs.
It's subtle. It's a subtle boob window because it's right at the bottom.
I thought you were going to say it was settled chest hairs.
She's got some chest pubes.
She forgot to
That
shave.
doesn't bother me at all.
Was there ass eating involved?
Always.
It's Sarah. She's got that I do butt stuff look.
Yeah, to you. She's gonna do it to you. Let's do butt stuff. Yeah, you got it. I'll go first.
Boob windows pop. Magic looks like Alex to me.
She's a bear. Leave her alone.
Next, we have a Phoenix #12, Lucas Warnick variant. Actually, it's not a variant; it's a cover, I believe. Oh, God's children in the dark. There. Say it, Sam.
Marty! My safe word is mud butt.
I cannot believe we were just now hearing this Christopher Lloyd impression.
I know.
Like,
Where's
this is bullshit. You really kept that one in the pocket.
I'm saving it for the proper time.
Jeez.
Then we have Transformers 21.
I mean, when do I bring that up in the job interview? So tell us about what you bring to the podcast.
Do you have any hidden talents? I could do a pretty sick Christopher Lloyd impression.
Play dodgeball. I like anime. I have 7 kids. And I do a pretty good
He keeps it in his prison pocket.
impression.
I can go, great Scott, Marty.
Great Scott, Marty!
We have this 1 in 25 Derek Chu Transformers 21 cover.
A little busy, but it works.
I like it. Solid.
I like it too. It's just a little busy.
Wait, how many Transformers are in this cover?
1,
I
2,
thought there were
3,
2, and now
4,
I'm seeing 3.
5.
Yeah, there's 5.
There's 5.
There's 5?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And don't forget Optimus in the top left. Mini Optimus.
No, that's I think it's Jetfire.
Yeah.
It's not Optimus.
Great Scott, that's not Optimus.
Great Scott money!
Transformers has been an excellent read. Where's Jazz? Joe is upset. Chew should stick to thick lady covers.
Is that what you're looking for, RP?
Like the little mouse from Sing.
My son
Nobody
started
asked for
playing-
yacht rock.
My son started playing saxophones. We're getting a lot of jazz at home. Trying to get him to do the Baker Street solo.
We have a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 9 Juan Ferreira cover. I think this cover is awesome. I love the black and white background with just only color of their headbands. I think it's a really sick cover. I wish I could find a better. I feel like this cover will look better in person than on the blurry image that all I can find on the internet is a blurry image.
It looks like Raph is a cutter.
He's taping up for the fight.
Wrapping it up.
He's not taping up. Is he?
Yeah.
That almost looks like a
Lost
sigh.
Boys saxophone guy. Yeah, he's taping up. This is really good too. If you're not reading Turtles right now, it's really, really good. Jason Aaron's is absolutely killing it on this book. It is a fire cover, bro, Jay.
Whoa, he actually agrees with you, Matt.
I know. He hasn't been seen in months, and all of a sudden he comes back and wants to know if I work out, and he's complimenting. He's agreeing with me.
He's only
What
here
the
for
fuck
Kyle.
is going on here?
I know. Everyone's here for Kyle, man. Kyle comes back, and all the familiar faces return.
Everyone's back. Harmon's back. Bryjay's back. Tyson's back.
Like nobody ever
Tyson-
left.
That's right.
Tyson's been here the whole time.
Tyson's been holding it down. He's been doing the Lord's work. Then we have Batman and Robin 12. Batman and Robin 12, 22 March cover. I like it. I like the Damian Wayne, little Force Ghost Bruce and Damian with the Ra's al Ghul.
Yeah. See it?
Ra's or Raish?
However you want to say it.
I say Raish because I was a fan of the animated series.
That's right. Kyle's like original Cap. He can't stay away too long. Sexy sax man. Oh, I read comics as it's Rash.
Didn't we talk about it? We pulled up an article where it was like it's all these different ways to say it, but pretty much they just said
It's however
say it how
the
you want.
fuck you want to say it.
When people ask me, is it Jeff Goldblum or Jeff Goldblum? And I always tell them the same thing. How dare you speak to me?
Yeah. That's what everyone heard with Sam's joke right now. Just crickets. Absolute crickets.
Not my joke. It's a Jeff Goldblum joke. And he was at Comic-Con.
No, he wasn't.
He was at Fan Fusion this weekend.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
Jeff Goldblum was not at Fan Fusion this weekend.
Yes, he was.
No, he wasn't. I promise you he was.
I promise you he was.
I promise you 100% he wasn't.
He was definitely there.
He definitely was not.
I didn't see him on the
Yeah,
list
I never
of-
saw, he was not on the guest
He was
list.
definitely on the guest list.
Let's
He
see.
didn't do any signings, but he was on the panel.
On what panel?
On his
Kevin
Jeff
Smith
Goldblum
one?
panel.
He did the Jeff Goldblum panel.
What Jeff Goldblum panel?
People went to go see him. He was there.
I Read Comics says Sam tells jokes. Who knew? No one apparently.
No. It's okay. You guys
Sam
don't
is a
have to laugh at me.
celebrity, so don't talk to him. Then we have this Death of Silver Surfer number 1/100 Joe Quesada Virgin variant. And this cover's badass.
Right there, Jeff Goldblum panel.
It's not really Jeff Goldblum.
I'm just joking.
Yeah. There's no Jeff Goldblum panel. Then we have a Supergirl number 2 Homera variant. What do you think of this one, Sam? That anime style.
Let's see.
I like it.
Sexy
It's
Supergirl.
very
cover.
cool.
Sexy
I like
Supergirl cover.
It's like a watercolor. It's very cool.
She's being spirited away.
She doesn't look like that. She doesn't look like Ghibli.
No. I mean, she has Ghiblis.
Good point.
No panties cover. Just out there clam dipping the world.
Just airing it out.
Yep. Just free Winnie the Pooh shots as far as the eye can see. And then we have our Don't Mind Me, Just Ate Taco Bell cover. Eddie and Brock Carnage number 5. The Saza cover.
That has been everybody on the toilet at least once.
SZA?
Saza. It's like Ra's al Ghul. However the fuck you want to say it.
Oh no! You said Saza.
Listen,
Which made me...
I thought we've been over this about my reading.
I'm technically not an educated person.
Sawzall. Let's see. Discover your inner date.
I haven't come across the Jeff Goldblum panel yet.
There's no Jeff Goldblum panel. I think Sam was looking at like Fan Fusion from like 5 years ago.
He was there 5 years ago. That's true. But no, I swore I saw him listed in his like Game Master. What was it? The Grandmaster? Game Master? What is it?
The Grandmaster. Someone might have just used his image. It's my birthday.
Damn, he wasn't there.
No.
It sure wasn't.
Matt has the vocabulary of a 5th grader on
Probably
a good
pretty
day.
true. Tyson, the next cover will have Carnage passing out on the floor.
Oh, look, there was a Clueless 30th anniversary panel. The problem, not the problem, but you think these are crazy panels, but it's just some dude like me or Sam or Matt that made the panel.
Yeah, it's just fan-made panels. They're really going to grab me by the short hairs with the roast of Reed Richards. Okay. Roast of Super Mario. Yep. I'll be there for that.
All right. What do we got?
Then we got the homage cover of the week. This Loose Ends, number 4, Hack Home Alone homage cover.
That's actually pretty cool.
A post-shower poop. Ugh.
Those are the best. Sorry, I can't find it, Sam.
Damn.
Yep.
I looked.
No Jeff Goldblum.
I mean, I am only till 4:30 of today, so it might be later in the day.
He wasn't on the
Chef
guest
Goldblum.
list. I was wrong.
That shit happens.
No Chef Goldblum.
It would have been awesome if he was there.
All right, and that's it for our best and worst covers of the week. Now we roll into first appearances this week. We have a couple. We have the introduction of the absolute version of Raj Al Ghul or Raish Al Ghul, however you want to say it. He's just one. He kind of reminds me of the Kingpin, just a massive dude. What is it with everyone in this absolute universe just being absolutely massive?
That's one big dude.
And he's more of like a businessman, and the League of Shadows is more like a company than an Assassin's Guild. That might be worth one picking up. Then we got the first full appearance of Lion's Mane. If you need a fungal or a fungi villain, and Daredevil, pick up Daredevil 22. I wish his absolute name was Reggie instead of Roz.
Reggie Al Ghul.
Then we have in Justice League versus Kong versus Godzilla, first appearance of Connell Lee Shaw, the character played by Kurt and Wyatt Russell in Godzilla Awakening. I didn't even know that fucking Kurt and Wyatt Russell were in Godzilla Awakening. I don't even know what the fuck Godzilla Awakening is.
Never heard of that movie.
It's him waking up after a long winter's nap.
What is
Is that like the
Godzilla
new-
Awakening?
Is that like the new movie after Godzilla -1?
I don't know. When did that come out?
Yesterday.
It was. It's AI made.
Godzilla Awakening.
Wasn't that like Pete's pick of the week for best cover?
What the heck? It's a novel. There's no Kurt and Wyatt Russell in Godzilla Awakening. It's a graphic novel.
Yeah,
Fuck
I
that
don't know.
shit.
Oh no, that's awesome. This is a pretty good cover.
Movie.
Hello.
With Kurt
Russell, Godzilla. Kurt Russell, Monarch Legacy of Monsters. It's that series.
Oh, okay. Imagine JR drawing Bella Ramsey. I can't because her face is already flat and blocky as it is.
Who's Bella Ramsey?
It's the gal from Last of Us.
Yeah, she was also in Game of Thrones.
be a dad.
Oh, dude.
Is that the chick that looks exactly like she does in the video game?
Yeah, that's her.
Bella looks like she came from Shaun of the Dead's friends.
There's a meme. There's a meme where every time it cuts away and then cuts back to her, her face gets smaller. Her head gets bigger.
And then The World to Come is the book that is causing a lot of stir this week.
Ryan
And-
Gosling!
Yeah.
Do it!
The
Do it!
Ryan Gosling meme is back. As we have the first appearance of Ketma, the son
Ketamine.
of T'Challa. We have a white Black Panther, everyone.
Ryan Gosling, baby.
Dude, I can't wait till they do him as him doing the spoon thing.
This book has been
Flying off shelves.
Irie Comics says, I haven't decided if this show is better when it goes 1.5 hours only with sticks or if Kyle is the secret sauce on the buns if SNS do, but I do like the content. Appreciate it. Kyle is the secret sauce. Always. Been saying this. Sticks, I don't know if Sticks will ever be allowed to do another Saturday Night Sticks.
He's 0 for 2.
T'Challa's been playing in the snow. Yep, them snow bunnies. Then we got my comic picks of the week. I picked Amazing Spider-Man #5. I love this cover. I've loved the Joe Kelly run on Amazing Spider-Man right now. Pepe Larraz's art has been absolutely fantastic. I'm so sad that we're going back to John Romita Jr., it looks like, in the next issue. If you're a Hobgoblin fan, this was very Hobgoblin heavy. And it was just a really fun read. I really don't want to be back to JR. I really don't. Speaking of sauce, wipe the sauce from your mouth, Matt. LOL. What is it, barbecue? I don't have any sauce on my mouth.
Now he's checking. I know I didn't eat any sauce, but I'm still going to make sure there's none on there.
And then Sam and I talked about it already, but I had Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Naruto. I enjoyed that. And then, of course, Absolute Superman was really good with Ra's al Ghul. I'll hand it over to Kyle for a new game.
I come back And I even came with a new segment to add in. How about that, Sam?
I love it.
Still doing work from the show. I have thought of and forgot more segments in the 6 months I've been gone than you guys made.
Well, yeah.
I'm
We
just
did.
joking.
We
Okay,
can
so
add some segments.
what this is pick the best, which this is part of some, hey, will you Photoshop me groups? So what I've done is I'm going to show you the picture that they want Photoshopped and why they want it Photoshopped and what they want Photoshopped out. And then I'm going to show you what the chat gave them. And we're going to vote and see which one is the best.
Let's do it.
How's that sound, Sam? Wait, hold on. Go back. Just want to make sure. I know every time I explain something, Sam is confused on the rules and what we're trying to do. But so does that make sense?
It's called workshopping, Kyle. We're just workshopping the rules, okay? Sometimes it needs workshopping. That's all I'm saying. You always have great ideas, but even great ideas need a little workshop.
But okay, so the first picture is going to be what or why they want, like this one. I told my ex I was with hella women at the club the other night, so can you Photoshop me with some so I can make her jealous?
What is a hella woman?
A lot of woman.
A lot. So from the chat,
rules.
I'm going to show you 4 pictures of what they did, and we're going to see which one we think he should use to make his old lady jealous. So the first slide, we've got A and B.
It should totally be Donald Trump sniffing him. That's a pretty slender looking Donald Trump, too.
I know, man. He's an
like
old school Trump.
That's the evil Trump. He looks very very skinny.
What is going on here?
She's coming out of the drain or something.
I'm vegan. It's ma'am. And then we've got C and D.
D is the one.
This guy looks familiar.
Is that Brucifer? D for Pride Month, baby.
Had to put it in there. So, what do you guys think? I read comics says D. Let's see A and B again, just for anybody. Got the
it's
Trumpster.
solid. Sam says D. Tyson says D.
If Engelhart isn't photoshopped in these, I'll be disappointed. I didn't do the photoshopping. This is what people actually put in the chat for them.
Piggy Spanks is D.
Isn't that Hartman?
Yeah. Bryjack says D is Brucifer's kind of photo.
A nice visit to the Blue Oyster Bar.
Yeah, I think it's D.
I think D's gonna take it this time.
Man,
I like this one. They even photoshopped a drink in there for him and see.
This guy just looks familiar.
You spent a lot of time with gay strippers there, Matt?
No. Have you seen that video yet on the internet where the cops pulling over the RV and he's like, what's going on here? He's like to the guy, he's like, you look really familiar. And the guy's like, yeah, you watch a lot of gay porn. And then it hits like the Curb Your Enthusiasm song. Yeah.
Yeah.
LL Cool J. There it is. LL. So there.
Matt is thinking about his
Matt
is... Pablo.
Next we have this lady. She says, I told this man I drive a Mercedes, but this is the only one I can afford. Can someone put me in a real Mercedes so I don't look stupid?
Ma'am, I think maybe you misunderstood the purpose of this forum.
We got A. She doesn't look stupid. She just looks buff.
she instantly became Liver King.
I'm Liver King. And then she's puking into a toilet.
It looks like she's driving a toilet.
She's driving a toilet.
It's definitely been used.
Needs to drink more water.
Mario Kart.
Got her in Mario Kart.
And then
And
she's
then-
driving Mel's hot dogs.
Here, ding. He puts you in a real Mercedes, but you still look stupid.
You're right. So there you go.
I read
C,
comments says C. Sam says C.
I figured everybody would put C. I mean, the hot dog thing is a pretty good one.
Yeah, Mel's hot dogs is pretty funny.
So, her buff is pretty cool. But it is, when I saw this, I was like, I have to do it because it's Mario Kart.
Her buff is really
Mario
funny.
Kart World just came out.
She's fucking Liver King ripped.
That's if you can get your Switch 2 to even work.
Oh, so they're not working?
Some of them are having problems, yeah.
Did you see the story that some GameStop was stapling the receipts to the box and it was going through
Yeah.
the screen?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
That sucks.
Freaking GameStop.
So there you go. That was the new game. I just thought it would be funny.
It is
was
fun.
I just
Now
like
it's about to go from funny to tragic.
Awesome.
We have which song did Sam rap better? And this week we have DMX X Gonna Give It to You and
Versus.
Carly Rae Jepsen's Call Me Maybe.
oh shit. Where did you
Yeah.
is there a theme to this or you just randomly throwing shit up?
No, I saw a mashup of these two songs and it was dynamite. And I was like, okay, we're going to do those two songs. I want to see, it was awesome. So who knew?
So hold on to your hat for this one. Here's X Gonna Give It to You.
All right, let's start with the verse. X gonna give it to you. Let's start with the first one.
No, you need to start with Arf Arf.
Arf, arf, yeah, yeah, don't get it twisted. This rap shit is mine, mother. It's not it's what you're hearing, it's what you're hearing, it's what you're hearing. Listen, what you're hearing. X gonna give it to you. F waiting for you. Get on your own. X gonna deliver you. Knock, knock, it's open the door. It's real. It's non-stop. My pop, pop. The stainless steel. Go hard. Getting busy with K or with it. But I got such a good heart that I'll make a mother wonder if he did it. Damn right, I'll do it again because I'm light, so got the win. Break bread with a Mary. I can't even see. I gotta zoom in here. Break
Oh,
bread
you need
with
those
the enemy.
glasses.
No
You
matter
need
how
those
many cats I
glasses.
break bread with, I'll break you sending me. Your mother never wanted nothing with your life saved. Bitch, get on like day. I'm getting down like a said freeze, but won't end up getting on his knees. Bitch, please come on. It's the thing you did. Come out, stay out of my way, mother. X gonna give it to you. First we're gonna rock, then we're gonna roll, then we're gonna let pop. Go, let it go. X gonna give it to you. He gonna give it to you. X gonna give it to you. He gonna give it to you. First we're gonna rock,
Sam
then
raps
we're
like he's
gonna
got one
roll,
friend
then we're
named
gonna
Jamal.
Go, let it go. X gonna give it to you. He gonna give it to you. All right, that's good.
Sounds just like him.
Dude, I thought DMX rose risen from the dead right there.
Dude, I did too.
It's got very similar to Christopher Lloyd. Great Scott, Marty.
That's how you should say it.
All right,
All right.
I don't know how I'm going to follow that up. This is a perfect performance. Here we go. I threw a wish in a well. Don't ask me, I'll never tell. I looked at you as it fell, and now you're in my way. Trade my soul for a wish, pennies and dimes for a kiss. I wasn't looking for this, but now you're in my way. Your stare was holding, ripped jeans, skin was showing. Hot night, wind was blowing. Where you think you're going, baby? Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy, but here's my number, so call me maybe. It's hard to look right at you, baby, but here's my number, so call me maybe. There you go.
Good job. It's been such a long time since I've heard you sing.
You should check out that mashup. It's dynamite.
I can just by you singing, I can picture it.
First we gotta rock, Then we gotta roll.
Just call me
Call
maybe.
maybe.
Yeah.
All right, and that takes us to the Who Said That quote of the week. And
Good
for
job, sir.
prefaces, this quote was said regarding that new white Black Panther. It was said by Corbin. I've never seen a Black Panther with a great credit score, but I guess we will now.
What's that picture? Where did you get that picture?
That's him falling asleep in Solo Wiki's truck, and I photoshopped
Pretending
him on
to
a
fall
bed.
asleep.
Yeah. And I photoshopped him on a bed.
Was he trying to avoid talking to Wookiee or something?
Yes.
So funny.
Oh, man. That is funny,
Little
though.
Corbano. And that takes us to our Dom game.
The Dom game.
Poor Dom.
No way.
Watch yours. It's that game where Dom said, "That's not my face. That's photoshopped. I never made that face in my life. Never made that face
funny.
in my life. That face is
So
photoshopped.
he was so mad at me. So mad
Face is
about that.
photoshopped. I've never made that face before in my life."
Marco actually called me because of that. And I had to show him, I had to show Marco the picture from Dom's Instagram that he posted.
I haven't made that face in my life.
Hey! I never made that face. Hey!
Ever in my life. All right, first up. Did Dom like this picture? Yes or no?
Great Scott Marty!
Did he like it?
I
What do
like
you think?
how
This is
Tyson tried to
Tyson.
blur out the like there. Tyson blurred out his own like.
TK says yes.
Oh, he blurred out the icon in the bottom too. That's good. Good thinking, Tyson.
Irie Kama said, if he didn't, I will now.
Yes, I'm gonna say yes. This chick is.
Bride J says no.
That's a
TK
yes.
said yes. Bryce says no. Did he? Did he, Matt? Did he?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he did.
Good
Dom
job.
liked it.
First, you gonna.
Did Dom like this photo? I feel like this has Greg Capullo written all over it.
Greg Capullo does like asses in his face, doesn't he?
He is a booty man. Hmm.
Yeah, I don't think this is Dom's algorithm. I think Dom's algorithm is front side, not back side. I'm gonna say no.
No? Sam
No
says
for
no.
me.
What do you think, Kyle?
Oh, but dude, look, she's still got the handprint on her ass cheeks.
Yep, that's awesome, right?
TK says no. Bride J says, gentlemen, grab your bibs.
No, Dom didn't like this.
Big old handprint. No feet, so it's not Joe.
And
She just had PSP. It was Greg Capullo. Yeah.
yeah,
Greg
Good old
loves
Capullo.
him some booty.
if we ever see him at a con, I'm gonna be like, I see you're a booty man on IG.
No, you got to get a
A
T-shirt
fellow
made
ass
of one of these with the picture that he liked.
Yeah, have him sign it with
Have
his
him
little
sign it,
icon
yeah.
there.
I wonder what he'd say if he found out he was part of this game. I bet you'd
man.
be cool about it.
You'd
Probably.
be like, what? You can see what I like? Oh, yeah.
Listen, why you got to display what I beat off to all over the internet?
Right.
All right. Did Dom like this picture? Yes or no? I'm gonna say yes because you can kind of see liked by. It looks like a D right there.
Or it could be what's Tyson's name on the internet?
Or it could be
On IG, it starts with a D too.
She looks like she's good at taking the D.
It looks like she's definitely taking it.
Look at that sexy little kneecap right there.
Right?
I like
A
those
little
naughty
roughed
little.
up from being on it a lot.
I like those naughty little flowers. Like they got a story to tell.
But those
You know, my
flowers
buddy-
could only talk.
My buddy Brian is taking photos of models like this now.
TK
Good for
says
him.
yes. I read comics says yes. He's moving up in this photography world, huh?
Well, he's moving in some direction.
It's a direction, huh?
It's a direction. It's a new direction.
All right. Did he like it?
I bet she goes for 250 to 300.
Right. An hour.
No, it was David
Hey.
Nakayama. I didn't even think of David Nakayama.
Oh, he thought you had it all figured out with
I
the
did.
D.
What's up, Tyson? Oh, he thought I liked it? No, it wasn't me.
Man.
All right. Did Dom like this picture? Yes or no? Do you think the IG gods will let me get away with this since it's my birthday?
Oh, look at that
Yes.
cupcake. The IG gods will let you show your tits if you got a baby doll.
Or
Or
if
he's
you
got
just
a-
move
Yeah.
A plant-
the
a
cookie
potted
box
plant.
away.
Move a potted plant.
Yeah.
See, it's not so much that you're showing your nipple, it's that you're showing it in context. It's the context that matters, right? That's what matters.
As long as you're talking about something else. So what are you
Did
thinking?
Dom like this one?
What are you thinking?
So,
What are you
so
thinking?
instead of saying, hey, nice boob, you'll say nice context.
Nice context.
Nice context.
If Matt liked it, it was for the cupcake.
Tyson said that cupcake is hot.
I'm gonna say no.
No, Dom didn't like it.
No.
I'm gonna say yes, he did.
All right, let's see. Did he? Did he?
Yes, he
He
did.
did.
Yes, he did.
That wascally wabbit.
He liked the cupcake. He liked the context of the cupcake.
I just like that Dom has a problem with the Target picture, but he doesn't have a problem with this picture and how he looks cross-eyed.
He looks so high.
Oh my God, did Dom like this picture?
No, this is Matt all the way. Matt like this picture.
I think this is Tyson.
No way.
No, it's definitely
No
not
way.
Tyson.
No way.
You don't think Dom liked it? I mean, it's on the roller skates. Going for the
There's a
I have
lot
no-
of things why this isn't Dom.
I have no idea whose taste this is, but I
Have
don't
you
think it's
listened?
anybody
Have you
in our
listened
chat.
to Dom talk at all? There's a lot of reasons why this isn't Dom.
I don't think anybody in our chat is liking this.
This is definitely Wayseeker.
This is discount Kyle. That's who it is. This is Lopez.
This is
Lopez
Timu Katy Perry.
That's an April O'Neil cosplay.
Oh, is that what that's supposed to be?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, so it's Kevin Eastman. Kevin Eastman's liking it.
Yeah. All right. Who liked it?
It was Jedi.
Yeah.
It was
No,
Joe.
it's Joe. That's
Or
not
Joe.
Jedi.
Jedi.
Because of the roller skates. He's liking the roller skates.
Yep. Oh, and threw everybody off. Everybody
He
just knew
did.
it wasn't Dom.
Yeah. No way. It's down. Gabriela Abdallah.
I think this is Tyson. I think this is a Tyson.
It's really just a question. It's just a question of was it Dom?
I don't think it was Dom.
I
Why?
think it's a yes to a Dom.
I don't know. I just don't think it was Dom.
Sam.
I say yes.
All right. Who was it?
It was Tyson.
It was Tyson. It was.
I could kind of make out his icon.
I know.
Even though it was blurred.
I'll have to re-blur it next time.
Did Dom like this photo? I like her little Chun-Li cosplay here.
Yeah. Walking on the beach with the moon setting. I mean, that the pink sky really makes this picture pop.
Makes her hip pop.
Oh, yeah. Makes some childbearing.
I'm going to say yes. This was Dom.
Sam.
Although it's got feet, so it
Yes.
could have been Joe.
I'm say yes.
It does have feet. Has some toeage. But there's no back dogs. Definitely Dom like this.
I'm gonna say yes.
100%.
right.
Tyson
Dom.
liked it too, right? But I'm gonna say yes.
And Brad J says, but if one toe was out hands down dueling. All right. Was it Dom?
Those boobs have a body attached.
It was Dom.
Nice.
Did Dom like this picture? Ooh, I'm gonna say by the icon, this might be a Tyson.
Jesus.
Those are some tig old bitties.
It makes her head look small.
It does make her head look super tiny.
With the boobies and the hair, her head's like this big.
It makes
What are you
her head
thinking?
look super tiny.
Sam, what you thinking?
Yes. Yes to Dom.
Those are a problem
That's
when they get out of control.
a back surgery waiting to happen.
Back, knees, ankles, shoulders, neck. Tyson. He's
I'm
for
hungry
milk.
for milk.
All right. Who did it? Who liked it?
It was Dom.
It was Dom. It was Dom.
I hear
Not
he's a real
surprised.
Charlie XCX fan.
He is.
Dom always goes for the AI. This is a yes to Dom.
What makes you think it's AI?
It is AI. How can you not see that it's AI?
Which part?
I guess I need my glasses.
I mean, it's not really in olden times. It's like at a Renaissance festival.
Yeah, maybe she's at, maybe she's
Thanks.
at a Bavarian
Thanks, Kyle.
festival.
Thanks for explaining that to me.
I mean, we saw how massive how massive titties made the head look small in the last one. I mean, what's the difference here?
Come on. It's AI.
Sam doesn't know about glasses.
Hey, Kyle's back. Look, hey, look, Stick Boy's done chaperoning his like 9th prom. Tyson, you're 100% into pure Bavarian breast milk. I know a guy who knows a guy. You know a lot of people, Bri J.
All right, who liked it?
It was Tyson.
It was Tyson. Of course. I don't blame him.
Did Dom like this picture, yes or no? Oh, I feel like this might be a multiple.
Might be what?
A multiple. I'm going to say this is Capullo.
Why? Because of the dogs?
I'm going to say we're going to get the trifecta. I'm going to say it's a Capullo, a Tyson, and a Dom.
Damn.
Well,
You got a
then it's
parlay
definitely
going
a
on,
yes
huh?
to Dom. I think it's a yes to Dom.
I'm going to parlay it up.
I might have to hit you up, Brian. Who was it?
It was Dom. Aw,
It's just Dom.
she has nice puppies.
Surprise doggies.
Matt would give his left nut to be one of those dogs on the bed. Absolutely. Who wouldn't? Thanks for watching, folks.
And everybody left.
Yeah, what happened?
Everybody,
Dude, what happened? Where'd everyone go?
Everybody left.
Dude, yeah, what just happened? Did we get like hit with a commercial or something? Like an ad? Like everybody bailed. Good
I wonder
God.
what happened.
Oh,
I guess
man.
the Dom game was that bad.
Yeah.
Wait,
Somebody
what?
shut us down.
You hit the thanks for watching, folks, and then they
We
clicked
had
it.
like 40 people in here that just dropped down to 8. Like they all just bailed. Good night. All right. Things you might see on Facebook Marketplace.
Everybody said thanks for watching and fucking just left.
Brian J says, damn, they couldn't wait to leave. Sheesh.
Right? Everybody was just out. Jeez.
Buffy says, strange. Everyone left and Sam's not rapping.
I'm not even rapping. Wasn't even me.
Oh, first thing I found on Facebook Marketplace finds of the week is a natural Trump profile rock.
I see
Send
it.
it to Elon Musk.
For the small nominal fee of $10, it can be yours.
Everywhere I go, I see his face.
I mean, it does look exactly like Trump, doesn't it?
It does. It's very eerie.
It's remarkable how nature just did that.
Even got the comb over, like the wind-swept comb over.
Jason said they all left because they didn't want to watch Misconnections because they just want to talk about comics.
Okay, so 40
I can't
accounts
smoke
of just
that.
Lopez.
The closest you'll get to Mount Rushmore. All right. This isn't a Facebook Marketplace thing because it's found in a taxidermy group.
Is that a frog? Is that a frog?
Yeah. No, it's a turtle.
That's nightmare fuel, dude.
Dude, it's a turtle.
Those are frog legs. Those are definitely frog legs. It's a frog stuffed inside a turtle shell. That's what it is.
Tell me that's not awesome, though.
That's fucking nightmare fuel.
That's crazy.
Bobby says I almost spit out my beer with that one.
It's a frog stuffed in a turtle shell.
That's a Frankentoad.
Oh.
Cowabunga.
Well said.
That's the product of a serial killer.
That's pretty odd. I've been saving that one for a while. And if anybody's interested in a porta potty rental, here you go.
It comes with its own occupant.
It looks pretty small, though.
She's just got a big rack.
That's what it is.
Filling every corner.
Keep an eye on this guy. Brian Jason says someone needs to be arrested for this.
That concoction. Oh, man. But yeah, the last my Facebook find a paperclip, free to trade.
Yeah, we've seen
Literally
this,
just a
we've seen
paperclip.
this
We'll
blog
trade
before. This is
What?
the start of a trading a paperclip for a house blog.
Yeah, I was gonna call him and trade him. Where is it at?
You should have traded him the Cockosaurus.
Okay, here, look. Hold on. Wish I had
Buffy, porta potty, camera
I'm gonna take a
included.
picture of it and send it to him.
Speaking of serial killers, Sticks, how you been? Trade him the Cockosaurus Rex.
All right. Oh shit.
And that's it for things you find on Facebook Marketplace. That takes us into our home stretch, the final segment of the night. It's time for the segment that everybody was already just anticipating, so they left. It's time for Craigslist Misconnections. All right, who's kicking us off tonight? Sam?
I'll kick it off. I'll kick it
Al?
off since I haven't done it in a while. I want to taste you. I want to really dig in and taste you. When you explode, I want to lap up every drop.
Yeah.
Then I would love to start all over. Ladies only. Must be local. I am very real and serious and need nothing in return.
He's a giver. He's a giver.
Yeah.
What are they exploding with exactly?
Excitement, juices,
Sweat.
Diarrhea.
baby
Funk.
goo, pancake
They're,
mix.
they're women. He said they're women. Ladies only.
Hey, you don't know what they do in their free time. Maybe they're collectors. They collect it in a jar. They kegel and collect it in a jar.
Hey now.
I just disgusted myself with that comment.
So gross.
Hey now.
That's so gross.
Ugh.
All right. What do we got now?
Over my knee, Cedar Rapids. You are a lady who knows your place is over my knee. I'm a man who loves to use my hands to smack a lady's bottom. You need to quit thinking about it and write me already.
Cedar Rapids is where it's at.
You are a lady on my knee. Hey, hey, you're a lady on my knee. Hey, hey.
Nice.
I didn't
I
know
like
we
it.
needed a second Sam Sing segment tonight.
That one
It's just
guy.
been full of surprises tonight.
It's not a segment. It's just an accent. It's just it's like the garnish on the plate. The parsley garnish. That one guy, Marshall. Looking for that one guy that just wants to meet up quick, get drained, and be on your way.
Nice.
I'm right here.
Yeah, you are.
He's about his business.
Marshall, meet Matt.
Marshall.
It sticks. This one sticks. It's Minnesota. How girlish can they be?
Sweet or shoulder. Hey. Smelly girl. Missing the girl I used to hook up with. Let me smell her butt and tits and feet. I treated her generously.
Oh man.
Bella Cheese. Oh, Bella Chassis. Where the fuck is Bella Chassis? at?
Bella Cheese.
Those shots.
Bella Cheese.
Bella Cheese.
Missing the girl I used to hook up with. Let me smell her butt and her pits and feet.
Oh,
I treated her generously.
I treated her generously.
let me sniff
She
your
loved
pit
me.
after you worked out.
Let me sniff you. Backdoor adjacent. Hi there.
Adjustments?
Oh shit, it is adjustment. Adjacent. God damn it. Hi there. I'm in need of some possible regular adjustments to my back door and need some special attention. Anyone experienced and available to help me out? Love Sticks.
Marshall, meet Matt.
Oh, thank you, Marshall.
Backdoor.
Backdoor.
Backdoor. Watering your plant.
I think it's
Inwood.
Sam's turn.
It's my turn.
Damn it.
Watering your plant. Inwood. Can you believe it? Inwood? Is that real? Watering your plant in wood. Offer my watering service. Water a bit warm and golden, available for couples.
He wants to piss on a collective.
Ugh.
Listen, why don't you and your significant other just come over to my house, have a nice Chardonnay, a good shrimp cocktail, and then you can get on your knees and I will relieve myself on you.
And then you guys can leave.
And then you can leave. Nothing wrong with a good wet work.
Now is it my turn?
Yes, now it's your turn.
Batman featuring Lincoln Sr. Jr. To the sloppy, fat, black, obese motherfucker who closed the door while I was trying to Yo, enter today at 5:25. I started to curse your fat, big, and tall ass out, but you lucky I was more concerned about what was going on with my family member, you ugly, fat fuck. If I ever see you again and you do that shit, trust me, bruh, you fat, big back, black, turkey face bitch.
Oh, jeez.
Someone's real serious and real angry.
Jeez.
Someone's real angry.
That got really personal.
And that's a good way to end it. That's
Yes.
a good one to end on.
Fat, turkey face bitch.
Ugh. Come on, Matt. Your disgust tells me you love water sports. Nope. You won't catch me
All
letting
right.
anybody pee on me.
That's it.
That's our show. Thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you for all coming back after you all just drastically left.
It's it. Thanks for, I guess that is our fault for saying thanks for watching.
I guess it is. Yep. Guys, make sure to check out all the great stuff on the channel. Make sure to check out the Dark Side show tomorrow night. I'm sure they'll have lots of good
It's still
stuff
on?
there. Yeah, it's still on. I mean, Wayseeker and Dom are keeping that show alive. You can check out all P shorts throughout the week. Make sure to check out Styx's channel for his Doctor Who Rewind show on Tuesday nights. Make sure to check out Attack on Wednesday. Make sure to head on over to Absolute Geek on Thursday for Off the Mat Pro Wrestling Podcast. Then check out the Hot 10 on Friday, which is followed by the Qualified and brings you right back here to a Kyle-filled Saturday night special. And on that note, Sam, take us out with some words of wisdom, my friend.
You know, I just want to tell you guys that if you find yourself in a breakup situation, just say, "That's cool, baby." Don't argue. Otherwise, she'll tell you she has to spell it out for you in crayon.
And don't break up with her in the middle of coitus.
No.
Or do. She'll post about it. She'll never forget it.
And I think that's some solid words of wisdom. Good night, everyone.
Either you've got me confused with somebody else, or this is a joke.